Richard and Sal think that somehow I'm against them. I hired them here.
To be against them.
I like those guys. I like what they do. If I don't play something, they go into a major tailspin. If I don't like something they do, they feel threatened. They feel like their jobs are on the line. They think
Artie doesn't get yelled at for sleeping. They get yelled at for working.
I don't even know what they were talking. Artie was tired on the air. He didn't ask. I said, go take a nap. I thought it would be funny to hear Artie nap on the air, and Artie complied.
Artie gets to run after girls and ask for their phone numbers. They can't approach the guests.
Well, there is a pecking order. There is a difference. Artie, first of all, has been with the show longer than them. Number two, Artie had a major show business career. Sal was a stockbroker, and Richard was working. I wasn't even working. Artie had a major show business career. When I first met Artie, he was a guy, an alumni of Mad TV. He was on the Norm show.
Dirty work.
He had appeared in major motion pictures, but but not some kooky independent.
They were studio movies, sure.
Studio movies. He is a different guy on the show than Richard or Sal. Yeah, that's true.
Why can Teddy get the phone numbers of girls and he can't ask for an autograph from Ace Frehley? Come on.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, first of all, I get. Guess what? And Benji brought up this point. It was an excellent one too. He said it jokingly. I get paid more than them too.
Right. There is a difference.
Of course, there's a higher. In any job you go to, certain people have different privileges because either they're there longer, or they have a. If you were going to, I'm higher up on the food chain, sure.
How do you get to sleep on the show?
Because there's comedic value out of it. Howard makes...
Don't argue with me. I'm just taking their side.
God damn it, Robin, not you now.
I do want to mention, too, that Andrea, Miss Howard Stern, and we think fell asleep during the wrap-up show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, when I watched it, I sort of felt bad for her on some level. I could see that she was a pain in the neck to you, but in the reality show, she sort of portrayed where it looks to us like... all she's trying to do is help you. I didn't get the side of her where you guys were talking about that she's just using you. I just saw her just trying to help you and crying a lot.
Did you just fall asleep?
I got to tell you something.
I'm saying she's a whining... I'm awake. I'm saying she's a whining crybaby.
Can you imagine? She just kind of...
Wow. She just blanked out for a second?
Well, here's Sal and Richard carrying on about Artie and me. And
I've been a little gun-shy coming on the wrap-up show. I haven't come on in 2 weeks because I feel like every time I say something, Gary always disagrees with me. If I say the sky is blue, he'll go, no, it's not. It's orange, asshole. That's how I feel, but I think I'm overreacting a little bit because I spoke to Gary.
I disagree with you on stuff in general. It's not just in here. But I'm not like bullshitting you. When we're out there and I talk to you, I'll say to you, Sal, I disagree with you, or I think you're wrong on that, and you don't get mad at me out there.
No, I'm not. But I'm not even mad. Even on here, I just decided not even to come on, because I'm not mad at you. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's just tough for me to get my point across with Gary. But we do feel, Richard and I feel that when Artie's in here, you have a tendency to really lean on him and coddle him. You do, Gary.
Yeah, what do you mean by... See, that was one of the things I don't... What do you mean by coddle him? I could say... This is what I could say. I lean on him when he's in here to be part of the show. Because, again, we are filling time. So we're taking calls, but Artie can help fill the time. So that part I agree with. But I don't know what you mean when you say I coddle him.
90% of the time, no matter how crazy or whatever Artie's saying, you always seem to agree with what he's saying. And it's hard to come up with, like, right off the top of our head, specific things, but it just seems like a lot of times, if Artie's arguing with high-pitched Mike, you're definitely going to side with Artie. Like, if Artie's arguing with somebody, you always side with Artie, no matter what the argument is.
But see, I think it's weird that that's how you interpret it. What if I just happen to think like Artie? What if Artie happens to think like me?
And Artie,
is that possible?
And Artie also said that, when they were fighting, Gary and Artie were going back and forth a couple weeks ago, he made a joke about how Gary always takes Howard's side blindly no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I think that too. I always said that if Howard Stern came on the air tomorrow and says he believes in Jesus, Gary said, you know what, boss? I've been thinking about that too. Maybe there is a God. I think that you kind of go where the Howard wind blows.
By the way, isn't Sal talking about himself? Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Sal is the guy who sucks my balls so bad that, like, if I said tomorrow I'm becoming a Scientologist, Sal would go, I want to be a Scientologist.
That's right.
Who does that more than Sal?
It's Sal. Sal doesn't, people project into other people what they are.
Well, Sal is also jealous of anybody who does manage to have a relationship with you because he has not managed to affect that.
He has nothing with
Yeah.
Dude, maybe there is a God. I think that you would go. You kind of go with.
Sal, you're the asshole who does whatever I do.
Okay, first of all, I admire you for your work.
Right.
And you should take that as a compliment.
I do.
If you were a Scientologist tomorrow, I could give a shit.
No, you would do it.
I've
If it meant that you could get close to me, you would switch religions tomorrow.
No.
Oh,
You'd be right over at the celebrity center.
You're a woodwork wacko who waited.
I've never taken up chess. Never.
Believe me, you would. You would.
I've thought about
If
it,
you
but
thought it
You
could
don't have
get
the
into
mental
my-
capacity to take up chess.
I've thought about it. But you have to admit that Gary.
You
is
can't
the-
spell. You should take that up.
I'll tell
Then
you
you'll
one thing.
take up chess.
Gary always kisses your ass. Gary agrees with everything that you say.
No, he doesn't. We fight all the time.
No, I totally disagree with you.
You agree. This is who you are. Not
No, it's
Gary.
not. No, I admire you
In fact,
for your
Gary
work.
and I fight all the time.
I admire you. It's totally different with me. I admire you for the man that you become, the entertainment you provided.
You would suck my asshole clean if I needed you to. You under
even
hypnotism,
said,
you said you would blow me.
Right.
You're the guy who's that.
You wouldn't need baby wipes if Sal were around at home.
You're describing yourself.
That's not kissing
You're
your
in
ass.
love with me. You love to see what shirt I'm wearing. You notice everything I do, the clothes I wear. You're a man in love with me.
Dude, I'm committed to what you have
You
created.
love me.
I love
You
what
get
you
upset
created.
if I don't take you to dinner in a while.
He knows that is not
he knocks
nice.
anybody close to you, including Beth.
Right.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Dude.
bullshit my
Dude,
ass.
you made it part of
You're
your
the guy
act.
who wants to come over in my apartment and eat pizza with me and
Well,
watch
you know what? I
television,
worked for you. It would
and
be
you hate
nice
that-
if you did that.
I don't
Back
want
then, I
to do
needed a
that.
place to stay. And, you know, if we were working on a
I
construction...
would never have you over my house
All
to
right, that's-
stay. You're
well,
a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo because
Yeah.
I admire what you do. If we worked on a construction
No, you're
site and
weird.
you were my boss, I said, hey, Howard, can I stay over
Who got
tonight?
into the pizza
He would say,
fight?
yeah.
Who got into the pizza fight at Artie's nice party that I threw?
Well, that was
Who would that be?
That was me and Scott
No,
DePace.
that was you.
Okay, I
You
instigated
did it to Scott DePace. It
I
wasn't
put a
you
little
and Scott
dot on his
DePace.
head, and he threw a mound in my face.
Why do you not see that you're not the guy who could be trusted? Who's the guy who smells Mutt's daughter's panties?
All right, wait a minute. First of all,
Who's the guy?
don't put a twist
I'm
on
not
all that
putting
shit,
you-
man.
Well, I'm not putting you in my house.
See, that's and then you want to know why me and Richard are pissed. We admire you. We're committed to you. Yet I come in here all this stupid shit
Who's
and
the
make me
guy?
look like
Because
an
you do
asshole.
Who's the
stupid
guy?
shit.
All right, but maybe I
Who's
do.
the
but
guy who said
but why,
that? Howard,
why
that
do
you said about me that I'm an entity? I'm not even a human being.
Okay, what's wrong? Hey, that take that as
So
a compliment.
you're the guy who kisses ass.
That's no. I'm a guy who's being truthful. A guy who kisses ass is a guy who just wants to protect.
So you mean
his-
Gary's not being truthful, but you are? If Gary
course.
agrees with me,
Of course.
Oh, come on.
Gary,
You sound
wait,
like
hold
an
on.
idiot.
No, I
You
don't.
think you're the only one
Hold
who
on.
works here who was a fan of Howard's for years?
I never said that. You
But
guys
that's
are saying that
but
I'm
no,
the
you're
ass
bringing-
kisser.
You and Richard, I think you're good at what you do, but the fact is you're here because you won a radio contest that we actually initiated on the air. You guys won a contest. You were listeners. You were building...
Idol.
Howard, I'm sorry but I'm sorry, Howard, that me and Richard admire you. Is that such
Nothing
a
to be
bad
sorry
thing?
for.
At
What
least
is
we're
this-
being honest.
And what is this? What is this?
What do
mean?
we-
Why do you guys feel so downtrodden?
We don't feel well.
Why do you feel like second
You feel
class
very
citizens?
slighted, and
Yeah.
you never miss a moment to tell the
Get
audience.
out of that, man.
I don't miss a
hang out.
moment. I didn't even go on the
Yesterday-
wrap-up
no,
show. I
yesterday-
didn't even want to talk about it. Who cares? I don't
First
care.
of all, can I tell you something?
Look, Howard, we're here. I think
Sal.
why we get downtrodden.
And what is this weird thing? Why don't you speak for yourself and stop with
All right.
we?
Yeah,
I
he's the
like
only guy I
Richard
talk to.
so much more than you.
All right, thank
so
you.
Richard shouldn't be included in the we.
Can I
Richard's a guy who would be at my house.
Can I-
I would
can I just-
hang out with Richard.
Can I say something very quickly? Hold on.
You're the one I want.
Sal has been reprimanded more since he's been here at Sirius than every other employee I've had in the 25 years I've been here. That's a true. That's a true
Sal,
fact.
you don't see the difference between me asking for a porno chick's phone number, a chick who would beg to be on the
they,
show, and you telling Jon Stewart his jokes sucked on his show.
I didn't tell
Do you
him
not
that.
see the
I
fucking
didn't tell
difference?
Jon
Sal, I
Stewart
was
that.
right here when you
I
said
was
it.
in the green room and I said, that joke about
Asking Ace
Washington
Frehley
didn't
for his phone
fly over well.
You told
That's
him
what I
whoever
said.
wrote that joke, you should be fired.
That's true.
And you know you're a little pussy with your comedy. If one person says it's bad, you pound for 2 weeks. This fucking guy came in here as a guest, and you're telling him his show sucks. You don't see the difference between that.
I said that
and
I
he
was
asked
being
for
truthful.
a porno chick's number.
I was being truthful. I said to the guy that one joke sucked. All right, how
Just
about
keep it to yourself, you idiot.
Yeah, why should you?
I know what happened with these. I know what happened with these two idiots.
Why
They
does
go to
Jon
these
Stewart
shows,
need to
and
know
these
your opinion?
fans pull them aside and go,
Bullshit.
You guys should have an album.
Bullshit.
You guys should put out Rod and
What
and
do you
these
got
two
a fucking
morons listen
crystal?
to him.
What do you got a crystal ball in your fucking
I know
stomach?
exactly
You
what
don't know what the hell
happened.
you're
I know
talking.
exactly
You don't.
what
You
happened.
don't know anything about what the fans say on the road. Hey, that happened. They go, how do you put up with Artie walking all over? I go, Artie's great at what he does. And
bullshit.
I challenge
Bullshit.
anybody that I talk to off the air at those stupid comedy shows how they rip you apart, and I defend
Richard,
you.
what do you want to
And I
know?
know I
Because
get
they're talking
it
it
too.
because
I
they're
know I
talking
get
to
it too.
you.
I know I get it too on my end. I know when you go out, they say fuck Sally's and ass. I don't
never
care.
even bring you up.
That's fine. But when they do bring you up, they bring you up in a negative way, and I defend your fat fucking hacky ass.
I don't care
And let me
about-
tell you
I
another
don't care
thing.
about that.
Nobody knew you. You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks shit. It's fucking terrible.
Wow.
You know it.
Why
It was
are you
a flop. It went in 18 theaters. It made $250,000 in America. I can shit that out of my ass. Who are you to tell me about
18
comedy
theaters,
and what people tell me off the air? You have no fucking clue what you're talking
You
about.
know, they
And don't
got you
carry
aside and
yourself-
said, they got you aside and said,
and don't
oh,
carry
you guys should have an
yourself.
album.
Where were you?
You guys should put out an album with those
Chris
phony
Rock.
phone calls.
Where were you for the past 10 years? You were a third-rate middle. Doing the wagon wheel shit.
what do you know about-
And you were a stockbroker.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't carry myself like I'm the living legend of comedy.
You're a
and
dick.
you think he does.
And neither
He's
do
been
I.
milking.
Why
He's
are
been
you-
milking.
You're
It's
a
the whiskey talk
weirdo.
of
You're a
40 years.
weirdo, Sal. You're a weirdo.
Go to New Jersey and rip off the fans again New Year's Eve with the same act you did last year, cocksucker.
You're a weirdo. It was in Philly.
Wow.
that
You
is
are
what-
so-
He wants to go head-to-head. I'm going head-to-head. What's the
Sal,
fuck?
everything you're
jealous.
saying doesn't make any sense. You're jealous, and it's oozing out of you.
I am not jealous of you. I put up with your bullshit. I always praise you, but you always got to tear me. So you,
Wow.
There's got to be something behind that.
That's not behind it.
Why all of a sudden? You've obviously been like bottling this up for a long time.
Guy always rips me every time, every day. How much can you put up with before fucking finally laying into him? That's it.
Wow. What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but I tell you what, Sal walks in on that wrap-up show and unloads this viciousness against Artie.
Yeah.
Sometimes against me,
it's
too.
all pent, you're right, it's all
Me
pent
too.
up. He
Well,
sees people who have what he thinks is a better life than he
Let
has.
me put it this way.
You really hope all of his kids get AIDS and die?
No, not till later, much later.
You're not talking about when they're young. You're talking about
No,
older.
like at least 25.
After gay porn.
Right. After they have to go to gay porn because their father's broke.
How much of that, what we just heard, is like...
That's the real Sal. That's the point I've been trying to make. You know, so how do you work side by side with a guy like that? I've seen that venom come out before, not on that level, but
Wow.
I'll put it a little more calmly. I don't hate you, Artie.
Whatever, Richard.
It just drives us nuts.
That what?
What are you,
No.
married to him?
What?
No.
What drives you nuts about
No,
this?
no, no,
You were
no,
treated
Yes,
special.
I'm gonna say-
Benji, I've been working alongside Benji and I've gotten treated way better than Benji for years.
No, let me
Have you ever had a problem with me, Benji?
fuck you fucking asswipe. You really sucked.
let me just explain. You didn't let me finish.
Beer League, by the way, available on DVD.
You didn't let me finish, though.
Yeah.
It just upsets us a little bit when Artie says all we do is make phone calls, say the C word, and
Why
sniff
do
balls.
you dwell on what Artie says?
Because we do a lot of work and we're
I never
proud of our
said
work.
But am I happy with your work?
Yeah,
I am.
but it seems like Artie really puts
Who
it
cares
down.
about
I say that.
But
When do I ever say that? That's all you do.
Well, to me, like when I said that I didn't want to do acid because I don't want to ruin my ideas, and you were like, "Well, what ideas?"
But we
Did any of us not fuck on you for that? That's a retarded thing to say, Richard. You said something retarded in this room where you're going to get fucked on.
I know, but it just upsets me when
I don't want to do acid. Who else says that?
Why?
I don't want to do acid because I have great ideas.
Right. But why do you
idiot?
really focus on Artie? Artie always
well,
becomes...
you've said some things
That's
too,
right. That's
Robin.
what why are you focusing
Well,
on
no,
Artie?
that just already came up yesterday, but it...
Yeah, Robin's jealous. She wants you to focus on her.
Well,
That's right.
Robin
Yell
really...
at me.
Robin said maybe
All
the
right.
worst thing that anybody said to me
What did she
ever
say?
in the world.
Tell me what it is because I want to top it.
She said, I said something about dying, and Robin goes, who would care if you died anyway?
Oh, God. I really don't care if you died. Man, and I would, as a matter of fact,
×2.
who would care if you died a horrible death like scorpions ate your body?
Monty, you're on the air in West Palm, Florida.
Ouch.
Thank you.
Hey, Sal has no right to berate Artie like that. I mean, regardless of what he thinks about Artie, Artie is an established, accomplished guy.
Of course.
I mean, that's like somebody like me who's only been doing stuff for a little while saying that I'm just as good or I'm good as this one. It's ridiculous. I would take Sal's job and do it for free. I would leave my wife and kids and go wait tables if I had to. These guys, you know, they're secretly, deep down inside, they're jealous of him. They want to be him.
No, they have such insecurity about their own position, and this is you too, Richard. You have such insecurity about your position. I'm thrilled with you guys.
I know,
You're
it's
not
not
treated second class.
They don't hear one compliment. All they hear is the negative. Of course, Artie has said good things about you. I have said good things about you. But you only hear the negative.
What, nobody else gets fucked with on this show?
I know.
Hey, what do you think? It's all a kiss ass fest? What are you talking about?
Sal said some wild things in here. Just
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's real shit,
places
man.
he didn't need to go.
Right.
We just, it comes down to we admire you guys.
Do I have to you don't admire me. You don't admire me.
I do.
But you lump yourself in with this Sal. Sal just said Beer League was shit.
Everything was
HTV.
shit that he did.
Do I have to bring
Norm show.
Do I have to bring in an episode of the Norm Show where I just shine?
I mean, he's saying that
Like I walk in here going, you know, I was God's gift to comedy. What are you kidding me? It's a direct opposite.
Do you know how hard it is? You've been around. You know how hard it is to get a shot on Mad TV?
I know.
It's almost $1 billion to 1.
Listen, that was Sal. I mean, that's not me saying it. I love the movie Elf. Artie was awesome in that. Artie's done.
Richard, everything that comes out of your mouth sounds dumb. You're a dummy. You're a dumb guy. Well, don't say dumb things then.
All right, is there any? I got to move on.
I don't know whether to open this
Shove
up.
a squirrel in your mouth.
A couple of the guys said that I should come in. They say that Richard isn't necessarily being honest in his dislike for me, which was sort of news to me.
What do you mean?
Is that true? That Richard's under the impression that I don't like him. I don't like his bits. I don't have any respect for him.
Well, he's been saying for a few days that you don't want to hear anything from him.
That's true.
No, but I think so.
Well, then have it out and say it right now.
It's not that I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear everything. Does that make more sense to you?
Gary's the producer of the show. Producers are supposed to weed shit out. In every show there is, writers pitch stuff to producers. Right. It gets accepted or not accepted.
I know, but
get over it, you pussy.
But no,
you
listen,
two are pussies.
But you don't know what goes on out there. A lot of times, I'll have something for the show. Like, okay, for instance, Gilbert Gottfried was on the other day.
Right.
Doing his Paul Lynde imitation.
Right.
Oh my God, this is such a great example.
I have some Paul Lynde clips.
Go ahead.
That I thought would be funny, maybe for you to just play a clip. For Gilbert, like, to listen to.
I like that. Okay.
And you saw, but Gary told me not to put a note. Gary just kind of said, no.
I'd already
no.
played the clips. Let me finish. I'd already played the clips for you. I already felt it was going to be weird because as interesting as a Paul Lynde impersonation is to us, there's a whole segment of the audience that hasn't a fucking clue.
So that's
who he
it.
is. So Richard played it for me. I played it for you. You go... And it wasn't even the best Paul Lynde clips. It was from like some stupid Halloween special. So, so Richard's now like, he's talking about Paul Lynde. I go, but this isn't the right place. I'd have to wedge it in. Right. And I made a determination not to bog the show down.
You made the right determination.
But listen to this though. Then later on, Gilbert started doing the impression again. I went back to Gary.
And Gary said no.
No, Gary's finally said, okay, put up a note.
You know why? Because he fucking wore me down. That's my stupidity.
I got news to you. Those clips weren't right.
No, but that's my stupidity. I let him wear me down. I let him doubt. He made me doubt myself because he doesn't fucking stop. You are passive aggressive to the 100th degree. You don't take no for an answer ever. But no, all you know is that I am not recognizing your genius. No is never an answer for you.
But the reason I'm bringing this up is you saw the note and you said, "Oh, Gilbert, I got something great for you."
The clips were terrible.
No, but you didn't play it. You said, "But we're out of time."
Yeah, because I knew the clip. It was that Halloween clip.
Howard heard it and said, "No, it's not even. This isn't even on me, but I'll take it anyway."
Matter of fact,
why can't you accept that the clip doesn't work?
Matter of fact, I did hear it, and it was lame.
No, but I'd like to have Howard have the option.
He
of
did, and he fucking said no. See, this is how he doesn't let me be.
But all I wanted to do was put up a note, and you said no.
Passive aggressive.
You're like a 2-year-old, Richard. You sound like a baby.
Gary knows. Gary is pretty. Gary's 99% of the time right about what I want.
And when he's not right, he gets yelled at. Like this is what everyone's on the same thing.
But I feel like I get yelled at for wanting to just like play
but you see, Gary can't spend all morning fighting.
And Howard can't listen to absolutely everything. Gary's the filter.
When you say but,
put him there.
Richard, when you say but, what you're really saying to me is, I heard you. Now let me tell you that I didn't hear you.
But I can't just say my point, though?
But you say it over and over and over again. How many times? I probably said no to the Paul Lynde clips 5 or 6 different times. And I took him to Howard anyway to get you off my back, and it still wasn't enough.
You're not talking to Kathy.
I only asked you. I asked you once when Gilbert came in at first, but then Gilbert started doing his imitation. You guys were dying laughing.
You're not getting.
Oh God, Gary, I feel for you, man.
It wasn't a good clip.
Good.
The clip was kind of lame. It was a Halloween clip.
And it was also highly visual.
Okay, but all I wanted to do was put up a note for you to say.
It doesn't matter to you that it was not the quality of sound we want on the show.
But I'll yell at Gary if he puts up a clip and the clip sucks.
Right.
And I see that note. I got to stop and process that information. I'm in the middle of doing something with Gilbert. You got to look at it from my end. Right. And then I trust him so much that I see that note's there. I go to it, and then it sucks, and now I'm in a fucking hole. See, I can't have that. So when Gary says no, it's no. That's all. And you know what? You can revisit it maybe another time or something, or come and say, Gary, do you mind playing this for Howard after the show so maybe we can get his take on it?
And also,
but all I asked him was twice that day.
You could save yourself some time, Richard, by taking the first no and going to do something that would get on
Howard, 3 times that day. After I'd already played them for you on a different day, and you'd said no.
Yeah, I like your enthusiasm.
But here's another example. Okay, the John the Stutterer harmonica call, which turned out that you guys loved it. It was up on your board for about 2 or 3 weeks. Right. So about once every 4 days, I go to Gary. Hey, can I play that call for Howard?
And Howard, how many times did I ask you?
So mad at me.
How many times did I ask you? Were you on the fence about playing it?
Like in other words, 4 or 5 times.
Right. So in other words, every time Richard came to me, I would play it for you again.
And I needed time to think about it.
And he needed time to think about it. So it was it. But I'm like, Richard, he's heard it. I'm aware. I asked him about it. Let it go.
And I got to tell you
something. But the one time I came in and asked you to listen to it,
everything's bought.
You played it right after that. You loved it, and you were like, okay, here,
sometimes
let's play
say
it.
However instead of.
All right, listen.
But you know, you're right. You should not. Don't link yourself with that fucking serial killer too, because I've seen Sal have that blow up about Nick DiPaolo, Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart.
Wow.
Everybody he blows up like that for, because he's a little jealous little weasel who would not have a comedy career on any level if he didn't win a radio contest. You won a radio contest, dude. You could never have passed at a comedy club once in New York City. You made the lighting of the teeth, and you were fucking willing to work for nothing. So you got hired by a radio show. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Wow. And I want you to stay away from it. And the other thing is the hostility. So he was me for Halloween.
Yeah.
And the incredible, like, passive-aggressive hostility of being me, you know, the heroin needle and the fact. It's funny, but, I mean, dude, am I Sal for Halloween? Am I? I mean, come on.
No.
That just shows all he thinks about. If he's not thinking about Howard, he probably thinks about me 24/7. You're nuts. You're nuts.
He's holding up a sign that says
now
die.
Says die.
And that's brilliant.
And can I just say, Howard, that I don't.
Are you still here?
I'm done with this.
I don't hate Gary. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody on the show, and I'm sorry if I become annoying, but I'm very proud of what me and Sal do.
Okay.
And I do really get like real bummed out if our stuff doesn't get
You
played.
need to separate them. They're not good for each other.
Sal's holding up a sign already that says, "Please die."
Yeah, and guess what? He's on camera for the first time in his life.
All right. Thank you, Richard.
Sal, have you ever auditioned for anything? Have you ever fucking gone to a comedy club like 6 straight times and tried to pass? No.
Have you?
No.
Have you ever done that?
He's never done that. Of course he's never done that.
That's money.
Because he sucks. He's a hack. He's a hack sack. He bails after. He tells me in Detroit, I'll do 15 minutes, Art. I gave him $2,500 for coming with us to Detroit. $2,500. Right. And I said, Sal, I need a full set out of you. I need 15 minutes. He goes, all right, I'm with the big boys now. I'm with Artie and Nick. More bullshit. He bails after 8 minutes because his first joke bombed.
First of all,
you suck. And 8 minutes of your stuff is about Gary's teeth. You are a loser. You're a loser. And I'm going to fucking knock you out. I'm going to fucking go out on the street and knock you the fuck out.
As long as you don't eat me, you fat slob, you do whatever you want.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'll punch you out and then I will eat you.
Gary's teeth, but you do 20 minutes of Jeff the Drunk. You do 20 minutes of Crazy House. Where's their fucking checks? Half of your stand-up's based on whack pack.
It is not.
You do the
you're saying a lie now.
No, I don't. You're the one who brought this up.
How much of my DVD is about whack packers, you dope?
I told you I do 10 minutes. I did 8, and I
told me you do 15 minutes.
I told them.
Is Levy still here? You told me.
I told them.
And I paid you anyway because you're a charity case. You're a charity case.
A charity wouldn't ask for money.
You're a charity case.
I turned the money down.
I feel sorry for your children who are gonna have to endure with the video of you putting your balls in a redneck's mouth when they're in high school. Those poor kids.
You know what? At least
while you're after Howard's retired and you're begging Jim Brewer to fucking suck a cock on a show.
Let me tell you something. At least I have a relationship with my children, regardless of what I do. That I
plan on talking to my kids eventually. They're in Vegas right now.
When your kids will be fucking addicted to heroin, crack, and liquor when they're born, because it's running through your fucking veins right now, you lying heroin addict.
I'll tell you what. At least my kids will be funny.
Jackass.
Your kids.
Yeah, they'll be
your kids. I can't wait to see how funny your kids are going to be. I'm really going to beat him up. And if I forget 5, fine. Richard and Sal can sit here.
Well, thank you for the gift, though, Artie.
If Artie eats Sal, I'm going to check his blood sugar.
Check my hack level.
Al Rosenberg would like to chime in. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
Al used to work on our show.
You have some insight
Go ahead,
on
Al.
this?
I'm mad at Artie. Why am I getting value for my entertainment dollar today? Let me tell you. This is why the show's the best thing anywhere, fucking anywhere.
Well, this is very real.
I feel bad.
I know it is, but it's so mesmerizing. First of all, it's obvious. Sal wants Artie's chair. He wants to sit where Artie is.
Oh, God, what the show would sound like then, man.
But that's what he doesn't realize is that Artie is a huge talent. Artie's very funny. To be funny and keep that show moving and say things that are part of it and be, it's just too much. You can't just put another guy in that chair.
Look, I've said this before. There's over 100 guys who could do what I do, but guess what? Sal ain't one of them. Sal is not one of them.
Do we have like a Rupert Pupkin situation here where Sal thinks he can be Artie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not interested in that.
And he doesn't understand why you don't see that?
I'll tell you something else. I would warn Richard that Sal's dragging him into this shit every day, and he's got to disassociate himself.
What about that, Richard, that Sal is bringing you down?
That's why I said separate them.
Al Rosenberg says that, and Al knows something about show. Thank you, Al.
Sal inspires me. When we start talking about bits and stuff, as you know, everybody always says, oh, they're dumb, they just call women the C word, but Sal is a brilliant mind when it comes to putting together funny bits, and I
disagree.
I think so.
Well, hold on. I mean, don't you agree?
But Sal doesn't hear when I compliment him.
Like, what other show has? Like, we have prank calls consistently, new ones every day.
I think our team right now is the best team in radio, and right now this team is the best team that's ever been on the show. You understand what I'm saying?
There you go. So there's your compliment.
There's your
First of all,
but you have turned into a negative. You know, with all your whining and kvetching every fucking day.
Can I say? I've never said a thing. I've held this in, and this is my fault.
Go ahead.
The thing is that I'm not jealous of Artie. I've made it clear yesterday. Hold on, Artie, please. On the wrap-up show, that you deserve to be in that chair. That you are the funniest guy. That you This stuff hasn't been brought up. That he is consistently funny. That he's an A-game player.
You just said everything he's done in his career was
But the problem is that I did say that out of anger and pain, because every time me and Richard come in here, he says we have the mentality of fifth graders.
Oh, stop it! Everybody, you're not understanding.
But I'm saying what happens. That me and Richard.
Let me explain
Artie, I can only take so much of every day.
When you, Sal, listen to me.
Go ahead,
Richard. Listen. When you come in here and do a childish prank, which is hysterical, if Artie says you guys have the brains of a fifth grader, that adds to the levity of it. In other words, you're doing a fifth grade stunt.
And we don't look at it that way.
When you no, it's not a bad thing.
I know. And
when you're doing boner fights and sticking your balls in someone's face.
Or painting each other's sacks.
Do you really think that's brilliant comedy?
No,
it's not. But I'm saying it's not compared to the other shit you do. The phone calls. It's dumb. It's something. And everybody has a human reaction to it. Mine is that it's gay and gross, and I bring it up. Right. I mean, you want me to hold that in? That's not what the show is.
But that's why we get upset when Artie says that's all we do.
Right.
We write a lot of stuff.
Why is Artie defining who you are? Go back.
It ain't the Artie Lange show, guys.
The only person who defines what you are is me, whether you work here or not.
But the thing is that I want to make it clear.
Artie's not defining you. Artie's being Artie.
I am not jealous of Artie.
You are.
No, but
You're
I'm not
jealous of anyone who is
angry at
you
the
don't like that Artie came to my house this summer.
No,
you don't
it doesn't matter.
You
it doesn't
can't
matter.
Probably all eating at him yet.
No, it's not. Hold on, Robin, please. Listen to me.
You're having problems with your wife.
Right, that's true. I have high blood pressure. No, and the thing is that like I said yesterday.
Thank you.
I made it perfectly clear how I feel about Artie, but I feel like every time I speak, he gives me a jab, and he jabs, and he jabs, and he jabs, and then you have the final blow.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
It's called an argument. I mean, you know,
I know, and
you're giving me shit too. Can I come in here and say I'm fed up with the heroin song parodies or anything else? But that's not the case.
I know that, but I'm trying to.
You were crying, weren't you?
I'm trying to keep.
Were you just crying?
No, not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't cry.
Did somebody catch him crying?
Yeah, somebody caught him crying.
Go ahead. Produce the tape. I wasn't crying at all. I wouldn't cry about this horseshit.
Who wrote that note?
I don't know if that note should be fired.
I don't know if your kids die of AIDS. I'll take that back. But everything else, go fuck you. Sal hugging me the night of the premiere and gushing how great it was phony?
Well, that's what it would mean.
Was that phony,
Even
Sal?
Beetlejuice laughs at that.
Oh, my God.
I would tend to question his sincerity.
Sal, were you honest when you hugged Artie and said it was great? Or were you a phony, lying scumbag? Which is it? Answer me now. I'll tell you, you never know what anyone really means around. Tell the truth. The night of Beer League, you hugged Artie. I remember.
I was very happy for Artie.
Yeah, and
very
you
happy
told
Why would you be happy for me making a shit movie?
Were you sincere when you hugged Jon Stewart in a commercial break and and then you said that you think he sucks?
When did I say that?
You say it all the time.
I never said Jon Stewart.
Wait,
I said,
well, it's the same thing.
Again, you are so retarded.
Well,
you're changing the subject.
Okay, I'll challenge you, Mr. Fucking Wizard.
Here's your answer. I'm happy for Artie. I'm always happy for Artie. I said yes. I was happy for Artie.
Did you? Were you lying when you said you loved the movie?
I never said I loved the movie.
Artie says
I said great job, and he did a great job. He reached a plateau in his career.
How did he do a great job if it was a shitty movie?
I said the movie was okay. I'm not crazy about the movie.
So if the movie was okay, how did he do a great job?
What'd you think of the movie?
I loved it.
I don't believe you.
I had a great time.
Well, then the next day, people were nice enough to. Everybody said very complimentary things the next day. So you're saying they're phony now? Now it's phony?
Listen to me. I was happy for you. I gave you a hug. I'm still happy for you. And I made it perfectly clear that I'm always happy for Artie. And it's not.
Why would you be happy for me making a shit movie?
It's not a jealousy issue. The issue was that we feel that we work with Artie. Artie's like bipolar.
What do you feel?
Artie's bipolar. I feel he's bipolar. One second he's calling me up and he's giving me the best advice in the world, which means the world to me.
Do you think I have ammonia as well as being bipolar? What do you know about bipolar?
You're bipolar, Artie. You're bipolar.
You don't know what bipolar is.
What does bipolar mean?
But he's a Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, one day...
That's not bipolar, you know.
It isn't?
No.
You're talking about a rare form of schizophrenia where that somebody might have multiple personalities.
Yeah, that's
bipolar,
what you're talking about.
You hear the word bi and you assume
All
that
of my
means two
personalities think you suck. All of them.
Okay.
But all of them want to help you.
Artie...
bipolar is a
said
type
a million
of affect.
times that Artie's taking...
That's manic depression.
He's like a big brother to me, and he's been great to me, and I am happy for him, and I said things
all
out of
I
an
ever
argument.
said about Jon Stewart was that I hate the unbelievable positive press he always gets. It's not about John, it's about the media. That's what I said.
But it's okay to say you don't like the guy.
But he doesn't
to his face,
say that.
it's so different. I mean, like, to his face when he's a guest on the show, you can't see the difference between two coworkers.
That answers my question. To your face, I said it was great.
Sal, you can't see that when my guest comes in, you're not supposed to go in the green room and say to the guy your material wasn't good that night?
That was my first month there, and I learned, and I haven't done it since. You're right.
Why would you have to learn that?
Listen, at least I can admit when I'm wrong. That's the problem with the show. Everybody's always right. You guys are always right about everything.
Brenda in Detroit, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Okay.
I just want you to know that I saw Artie at the Fox Theater in Detroit about a month ago, and Sal was there too. Artie rocked.
He did. He's a funny guy.
Sal sucked.
Sal, say my name right, you stupid bitch. You're an idiot. Fuck you,
no,
too.
I'm an idiot for saying something that she thinks that's because she's giving her opinion.
And I said on the wrap-up show that I sucked that night too. We all have bad nights. I'm not talking about my comedy. I'm not comparing myself to him. I'm not. I'm saying that.
You are.
No, I ain't. I'm saying that the guy, as you put it, is schizophrenic. Where one day
I didn't say he was schizophrenic. You're describing.
He's got multiple personalities. One day he puts his arm around you. He's very helpful. He does have a
you're
big
not
heart.
the same way, Sal.
Yes, I am. But you know what? The thing is that I felt like I constantly get jabbed by you every opportunity you get, so it festers inside of me. I should have expressed this sooner. So I let it fester inside me. I got whatever, my own personal issues, and I blew up. And I'm sorry that I blew up. I handled it improperly.
Okay, all right, you guys are working.
But I'm happy for his career and stuff. I'm not happy for the guy.
Happy for me.
Happy.
Sal, go in the back and put your head back in your ass.
See, that's how it closes. I say I'm happy for him. Go put my head in my ass. There's the difference between me and you.
You know what?
There's the difference between me and you.
Yeah, I say something funny and you don't.
Right, very good. That was brilliant.
You went back in the studio, and it seemed like you were a lot calmer this time.
Right.
Why the change?
Because it was an argument. What happens when you fight? You blow up. I got angry. I let a lot of shit out. It was held inside of me. And then, what happens when you come down, you come around, you reevaluate, like any other argument, you say things that you don't mean, you say them out of anger, but they're not sincere. And I just wanted to make my point clear.
So you realized that you were a little harsh?
Yeah, absolutely.
And over the top about it?
Yeah, sure.
But you didn't mean any of it?
Oh, I meant it. No. It just like I said, I was angry and I exaggerated a bit.
Artie, what happened with Sal? Then?
Stay away from Sal, please. Stay away. Stay away.
I think Sal is a psychopath, and we've hired a schizophrenic lunatic. I mean, he was a stalker, and he won a radio contest, and the prize has been extended way too long.
Why the sudden outburst? Why do you think he did that?
Because he's loony.
Do you have anything to say to that? Are you really gonna kick his ass if you see him?
Well, if let's just put it this way: if he comes at me, I'm not afraid to use some of the martial arts I learned over in Korea.
I hate him already.
Well, first of all, I should tell you some funny things about him. Ralph read the book, so we're just going over some William Shatner notes.
Yeah.
Do you know that after Star Trek ended, he really was hurting for money?
No kidding.
And he had to go back to the theater, and he used to live in the back of a Chevy truck. He drove a Chevy truck, and he would sleep in it.
No kidding.
This is after Star Trek.
Yeah, because, you know, I just see...
You know, that makes sense because back then those guys didn't get paid a lot of money.
Well, also...
and Star Trek was a failed series.
But you think that you could use the recognition to get you something.
Well, he was probably typecast.
Well, also...
No wonder he's angry at everyone.
It says he got divorced at the height of the show, the TV show.
Oh, so she took his money.
Yeah, and then Ralph was saying that either on that divorce or another divorce...
This is his third marriage.
He got sued for projected earnings that he, like, never made.
Oh, my God. See, I hate that.
He's now working on another divorce.
Yeah, he's divorcing Marcy, the beautiful Marcy Shatner. But I got to tell you something about William Shatner. What happened to him is a terrible thing.
What do you mean?
Projected earnings. I don't get what these lawyers have come up with new devices to screw guys over with. That is unbelievable.
You know what? You can't have it both
That's
ways.
like saying, excuse me, Robin.
Oh, you can't have
You
it both
cannot
ways.
tell me that a guy, you're going to predict what he's going to make, and you got to pay up on what he's going to make?
Let me just say this.
How dare
One minute
you.
you're yelling that women have to get a contract. They got to get that marriage
They got to
license.
have a marriage
Now,
license.
when a person gets married, they're supposed to be getting married for life.
All right. Yes, but you know as well as I do, no one's married for life. Only Sucker Stern.
Howard.
Guys, I have 5 words for you. Prenup.
Come on into our guest lounge. We've been waiting for you.
No. This is the guest lounge? Can I step outside?
How you doing, John? I'll let him know that you're here. We'll get on to you in a second. How you doing? Okay.
Gary.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Howard Show. I don't know.
What was that for the show?
How you doing?
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 or something like that.
Oh, you guys want anything to drink, eat, anything, coffee? Cup of tea with what in the cream?
Lemon for me. You guys want coffee?
No. Okay.
William Shatner is...
What time's he coming in?
He's coming in at 8 o'clock.
That'll be interesting to meet him live and in person, don't you think?
Yeah, he wrote a book, but I think he got really pissed off when Sulu was on our show and badmouthed him.
Yes, is that right?
So that's why he's coming here, to defend himself.
I wanted
like
to
a
ask
man.
you a question.
Yeah.
What wig do you think he'll wear today?
Oh, for goodness sake. How dare you, Robin.
Will he wear his TJ Hooker?
No, he's going to wear a squirrel on his head. Listen.
Or will it be the Star Trek?
Believe me, I guarantee you, if he went hairless, he would look fantastic.
You think so?
I would love to ask him to take the damn thing off and just stand there. I'm telling you, he would look dynamic. He would be like Sean Connery.
It's funny because I was watching previews of the Generations movie.
Yes.
And there's Picard with his bald pate, and he looks very attractive, very distinguished.
Yeah.
And then there's William Shatner, who's supposed to be the older guy who's got younger hair.
William Shatner is coming in because everyone on the Star Trek series is writing books and saying they hate William Shatner.
There's a mutiny. Captain Kirk is under attack from his own crew.
Yeah.
There are always rumors that he and Leonard Nimoy had a problem with each other.
They did. He writes about it in his book.
Is that right?
Well, what happened was, in the beginning, Leonard Nimoy and Captain Kirk even had a thing built into the contracts in the movies that they had to get equal pay.
Ah.
They stuck by each other.
Uh-huh.
Like a favored nations clause.
Yes.
And I don't know, at some point, Shatner started making some money, and things started getting really stupid because Leonard Nimoy would not do Star Trek II until he felt the proper storyline was being developed, and it was getting to be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And it was getting to the point where Leonard Nimoy was always calling Shatner over little things in the scripts, and finally Shatner said, "You know what? Who needs you?"
He just wanted to go in there and do the day's work.
Right.
Leonard Nimoy's fighting over words in the script.
I think so. That's what we have to ask him about.
Huh. Because I know he directed.
Look, either
a couple of those.
Exactly. Either everyone on
fighting with
Star
himself?
either everyone on Star Trek was a pain in the ass,
It sounds like it.
or William Shatner was a pain in the ass, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Bill Shatner's here and ready to roll.
Is he?
He wants to come right on.
Does he?
Oh, my.
Oh, we
All
want
right.
him.
We want him right in here. Bill has written a book. I call him
Called.
Bill. Star Trek Movie Memories. William Shatner with Chris Kresge.
I don't remember Chris Kresge from the show.
Me neither. Well, no one from the show is willing to work with William. You think I got to call him Mr. Shatner or
No, Bill.
Well, he's a little bit older than I am.
He likes to pretend that he's still, you know.
I should call him Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Captain? There he is.
Live
Look
long
at you.
and prosper.
How you doing?
It's cool out there.
It's cool. What'd you do? You walked?
No, I told the guy, the limo driver, was a very aggressive guy.
Yeah.
Very aggressive guy.
Yes.
He said, get in the limo.
Yeah.
I said, what do you mean get in the limo?
So right away you start arguing with the limo
Where's
driver?
this girl, this Robin girl that I've heard so much about? Look at her.
Hello.
She's a pretty girl.
Why, thank you.
Why do you keep her way out there?
Well, listen,
Because
I pass
all
a lot of wind in here. You understand.
But all the guests try to
But
get
it's
me.
it's silent.
Let me say something. So far, I like you. And everyone
He has
doesn't
been
like you.
over
I have
the
never
wall.
seen a guy, whoever you work with, doesn't like you. It's unbelievable.
But that's not so.
Yeah, really?
You've been talking to the wrong people.
I've been talking.
Let me tell you how I, let me
Go
tell
ahead.
you how I feel.
Okay,
Shall I
go
tell you how I
ahead.
feel?
Go right off the bat. You come out on the attack.
I'm going to come on.
Good,
That's
go.
exactly
Good,
right.
good.
It's not really an attack. I want to give you an impression.
Go ahead.
Okay. Some years ago, I was doing some work for the endangered species people. They said, if you went to see Coco the gorilla,
right?
The gorilla that talks in sign language, you know the
yes, Coco.
Coco. This would be a big publicity thing, and why don't you go in and? So I went up to.
In other words, it'd be good for the animals if you would
they
visit
take some
Coco.
pictures and they say, "Here's
right,
Shatner
it's publicity.
Coco publicity
Yeah, right.
for the endangered species." So I said, "Okay, great." So we flew up to San Francisco, and while I'm going up there, I'm thinking, "My God, I'm going into a room with a live gorilla."
Right. It's not funny.
Okay, so now no, it's not funny.
Right.
So now the door opens, and there is Coco in the room. I'm looking at Coco. Coco's looking at me. So I work with animals quite a bit. I have horses, dogs. The best thing you can do when you come into a room with a live animal whom you're a little apprehensive about
is look
him
in
the eye. Right. And say, I love you.
Really?
Yeah. So the whole attitude is, I love you. So I went to Coco. I got closer and closer to Coco. I said, I love you, Coco.
You're scaring me.
No. I
Go
love you,
ahead.
Coco.
Yeah, right.
So I got right up to Coco and I said, Coco, I love you. She put her hand right between my legs and grabbed me.
Really?
Honest to God.
Really?
Well, that's the way
And held me.
So what is the moral of the story?
The moral is be very careful when you enter the cage of somebody you're afraid of.
I don't get it, Rob.
You don't get it? Well, here I am in your show.
Are you afraid of me?
Well, you have not been kind.
Oh, well,
you have not been kind.
Well, why do you
I love
say
you,
that?
Howard.
What
I
have
love
I
you.
said?
Howard, get your hand up.
No, what have I said? What have I said?
We do love you.
No,
What do you say?
he doesn't love me. I have to make him love
Talk
me.
about Star Trek.
My impulse this morning is to make Howard love me.
No, you don't have to make me love you. That's
I think
you're a man who has had a career that you don't have to sit there
have a
and
track
worry about
record.
me. Now,
you know what?
I heard that you came in because you heard Sulu on our show bad-mouthing you, and you wanted to say something about Sulu. Sulu doesn't like you.
I don't know why.
He hates you.
Isn't
Even
that the
Uhura
wildest
has
thing?
a problem with
Now
you.
let me tell you.
Uhura,
I
on
think
top of that,
George-
hates you.
I think who?
Uhura.
No,
hates you.
They're crazy. They
No,
love
but
me.
they've made statements. They hate
Howard.
you. But what are
They
you
make
talking
sta-
about?
I'm telling you, they're selling books.
Is that what it is?
But why would they do that against
Well, I
you?
don't-
Something is
that-
there.
That is, I can't understand it. Let me describe.
Want to hear what
the
Sulu said? Let me play it for you. Let me play for you
my
what Sulu
goodness.
said. Let me play for you. You
You're
got to
gonna
hear
play.
how on fire this guy. Listen
This
to him.
guy is on fire.
He's on fire.
He's never been on fire before. How
This
come
is a
he's on
guy,
fire
I don't
now?
see him in anything, and he's on fire only by... He's never
You
said a
cut
bad
him
word about
out of
him.
a part or something.
He claims you cut him out of the part. You want to hear him or not? Do you want to hear it or not?
You might as well, since
Listen
you're going
to
to play it anyway.
All right, listen to this. I wouldn't play it anyway if you didn't want to hear it, but listen to this. Let me see. I was just listening. I said, what is with Sulu?
thank you.
Who, Robin is pretty?
No, you are.
Oh, thank you.
You know, see, Uhura fell for these lines.
Do you want to sleep with Robin? Hey, we got a lot to talk
Is
about.
that right?
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. But wait, get the Sulu thing out of the way.
forget the Sulu
No,
thing.
do it. Do it. Get it out of your system.
Say what you want to say about your
Look,
relationship
listen to Sulu.
with George
Listen to
Takei.
Sulu. Here he is. With that deep voice.
He's got this charm that he thinks is going to cover up all the other things that he does to people.
Oh, so he's nice to you while he's cutting your throat.
He's got that smile and that wit, and you know, at first, you know, everybody gets taken in by that. But over the years, you see through the man, And frankly, I see him as a rather sad kind of guy, you know, who never really outgrew that beginning actor's syndrome of cutting lines and doing everything he can to bring attention to himself. You know, we mature as actors after a while, and we learn.
I love how you say mature.
Bill was very democratic about it.
Right.
He treated everybody the same.
He treated everyone badly.
Badly.
Oh
my!
This is what he's saying about.
Now let me tell you.
On my show, no.
I know, but I heard that you agreed with him.
Well,
we never.
I'll agree with you if you just. I just said, come on,
get your hand off me.
I'm like Coco. No,
we don't know you.
There is something going on.
George, no, there's nothing going on.
There is.
Well, with him.
Did he call you and tell you he was going to go into the press and say you were having a little difficulty?
I saw 𝗪ģe 𝗪𝗍 about a year ago. I interviewed him for the book
that you were writing.
Book.
Yes, in high-heel bowling shoes and thongs and bikinis and topless. I'm not sure. Is there going to be some topless? I think there might be.
Yeah, I mean, I
guess it's up to the bowlers, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, there is the bowling trophy. This is what the winner of Bowling Beauties is going to take home.
The girl won't even be able to lift that.
I saw pictures of all the girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now,
Oh my
listen,
God.
do me a favor. When you're on that show, just be serious with your bowling commentary.
No,
I don't want to hear you
No,
fucking
we discussed that, and that's
foaming at the mouth.
There's not
like
going to be any.
African
There's not going to be any fooling around or bad jokes.
I don't know what I want.
No, we're going to
I
describe.
want serious bowling
It's going to be,
commentary.
you know.
I'd like to nail her 7-10 split.
Nobody Scott's saying there won't be any bad jokes. Like good jokes is an option for him.
It's just creepy when Scott gets sexual with the
There's not
girls.
going to be any of that.
All right.
Don't worry. The girls are the stars of the show.
All right.
Not me or.
I saw those shoes.
I have bowling shoes older than her.
The high-heel bowling shoes?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Awesome. So anyway, that is the trophy, and that'll be debuting on Howard TV, an original series, Bowling Beauties.
Good Lord, what's going on that trophy?
You see the one argument
There's so
I
many
have.
levels.
Well, on the top level is a woman bowling, but she's wearing a skirt. I thought she should
She
have.
should have had a bikini.
Yeah, but that's okay. What do you got there, Scott? What are you showing us? On the bottom, what is that?
No, it was backwards. They had it backwards. It says Howard Stern's Beauties on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
On the engraving.
But why does it say Howard Stern? The show's called Bowling Beauties.
Howard TV's Bowling Beauties.
What does it say, Scott?
Howard TV's Bowling Beauties.
Howard TV's Bowling Beauties Champion 2008.
Well, that's okay. That's good.
Wow.
Very nice. What's that thing weigh, do you think? 10 pounds?
Oh my God, it's got to weigh more than that.
Put it on the scale, Scott. See if we can get a number on it.
Stick it on the scale. See how much the trophy weighs. But anyway, for those of you who have Howard TV, you'll be seeing that. I'm excited about
Where
it.
do you put that thing once you win?
Up your ass.
12 pounds.
12 pounds. Wow. Look at that. Look at that, Robin.
That is amazing.
That's a
There's
12.
no you need a whole a display case for that.
How do you dance to this? Is this dance?
Like you have epilepsy.
Yeah, is this dance music?
Actually, it is. It's got a good beat.
It does?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're high on ecstasy in a club, you would be dancing.
I'm such a white man. I so wouldn't even know what to do to this. I'd be lost. I would just stand there and let girls dance.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're a czar.
I'm a guy.
So you do try to dance, though, when you
Yeah,
go
I
to a
do.
club.
Yeah, sure. But I don't know how to do it. You want to see me dance to this?
Go ahead.
All right. Here, look at this.
That's just enough before you look
What
goofy.
happens when you hear the music? Can you really hear the music? Could you move your hips if I put a gun to your head?
Look, I'm moving them. Watch.
Oh,
there you
my
go.
God. That's some dance.
It's the Heine dance.
And if you got the right kind of ecstasy, you could dance to like garbage cans being
What
beat
do
up
you
and
do?
down.
Do you know how to dance at all?
Let me see your move.
I mean, I've gone to clubs and I try to do it because of chicks. And to this, I probably go like,
Oh, you're good. He's good. I wish I could dance like Artie.
The face you're making.
that's the best part about it.
Same face he makes when he shits.
Now that I'm out of breath.
All right. Oh, did that exhaust you? Me too. Yeah.
Back to my coffee cake.
The guys are telling me that that JD's a pretty good dancer. I don't
really?
Let me see that little creep dance.
You show us what to do.
I'm like Justin Timber nerd.
Justin Timber nerd.
Yeah, Justin Timber nerd.
Can he really dance?
Let's see.
No fucking way.
Let me see.
He
Maybe
doesn't look like a dancer.
I'll do what he does if he's good.
All right.
Teach me how to dance.
I don't dance.
You don't? You're always listening to techno music.
I just
Yeah, I don't dance, dude. I listen to it.
Put that song back on.
You got it.
I'll dance with him. Show me what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Come on, let's go. How's this?
Get it, JD.
Yeah.
Let me see what you do. Let me see. Oh, he's pretty. Oh, that's good.
Look, you got moves.
Come on.
I've been throwing things at you.
Just teach me how to do that. Let me see what
I
you
don't
do.
know, you just
Let me
go.
see that. You know, you're not bad. Just this. How do I look doing this?
You're good. That's good.
But then what do I do? Just this all night?
Yeah, that's it.
You don't have anything but that?
If like you're in like a club, this is all the room you get anyway.
Let me see what
like
you do with your feet. Let me see what you do with your
Artie's
feet.
throwing things.
You just keep moving back and forth like that? Why
You
is
ever
that so,
do anything else? You don't move your...
Why is that so
You
good?
never know. Because it's with the beat and it's not spastic.
How's
See,
this?
you're not moving
Come on,
really.
let's watch. Give me a chance to get into it. How am I doing now?
Do it again, JD. Let me see you again.
Do it, I'll imitate you.
See, look at him.
A little fucking nerd dancing like that.
Howard's still leaving with the pussy.
This is how I move, watch. This is what 𝗦𝗵cie. Like a dog. That's what I do. I go.
Oh,
All right,
we
good for
found
you.
something JD can do.
You're not
JD
bad.
can dance.
Look at you, you coordinated motherfucker. I could.
You know what? You can dance. You're a good guy. Howard's leaving with the pussy because he's Howard, and Jared's leaving with the pussy because he looks like Jared. Who?
I'm taking dance tips from a guy that couldn't get laid with 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
I know.
I mean, that really is pathetic.
Did you dance at the club?
Not that much, no. No.
See, they are hating on you because you can move, JD.
Yeah, that's
Just
pretty
realize
good.
that.
I'm gonna cop your move if you don't mind.
Like, to cop whatever you want.
Can't believe I'm copping something you have, but I want it.
𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 texted me and said, this JD shit is hilarious.
Really? Oh.
When was that?
Well, you know, he heard on the show the next day.
About JD's trip to the villa?
I don't know. We went to 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿. We were hanging out with these guys.
It was like a sausage party.
Well, why did you leave the club? I don't know. It's a party, and then
The club was closing.
Club was closing.
But then you went to an apartment with those guys. If they're with him, they gotta know a ton of broads. I mean, like, you went to an all-guy party afterwards.
It was just it wasn't like a party. It was just like, chilling down or whatever.
Chilling?
Like, cooling down.
I'm sorry.
Says here, when Jason dances, he's the world's worst dancer. I got to see Jason. Hey, Jason, come in here.
No.
So let's see if he's worse than me.
It's really, you know what, Howard?
He's actually into it.
Let's have a dance-off.
You know what, Howard? I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's really, it'll give you douche chills.
Are you really bad? Jason, how bad are you at dancing?
I don't know. I mean, people make fun of me when I
All right,
dance.
we're gonna
I
have
don't
a
really
dance
give a
off.
shit.
Robin, you're gonna be the
I'll
judge
judge?
because
All
you're a
right.
chick, and
I'm
I
gonna
want.
dance
And
around
I'll compete. Jason, you're the first one to compete.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Do it for real, man.
Oh, this is how I
that's
did.
real?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've seen him. This is real.
All right, let him get into it. Don't laugh at him,
Yeah,
JD.
the song hasn't picked up yet, dude.
Yeah. He's got the beat going.
That's the problem, the song.
It's not horrible.
How you doing today?
I'm here. That's a good start.
First time in Sirius, right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
It's been a while
Oh my
since
God,
you've been
look
on.
at these.
The famous cupcakes.
They're famous, but
Take one if you want. They're
maybe a
good.
little too famous for me. I think they're too
They're
famous.
excellent.
I think they're just too damn famous for me. Wow, this is cool.
So
I haven't
excited
been
to be here?
Yeah, I haven't been here. You can't get down to this location. I haven't even been on Howard's show.
It's been a while,
Except
right?
for on the phone.
Yeah. So right in here.
Yeah?
And,
I go in here? Is this my spot?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So what are you going to be talking about today? Your new movie?
My new movie, yeah, Angels and Demons, I hope. But you never
Hope it's
know.
one of the things to talk about.
You never know with Howard what you're going to talk about.
It's true. Anything can come up.
Anything can, and usually does. But yeah, Angels and Demons, which opens today's Wednesday?
Yes, it is.
Friday. It opens Friday. So that'll be great.
All right, so hang tight, and we'll see you in a little bit.
You bet. You bet.
Ron Howard is one of the most successful directors in America. He's probably the top, I don't know, who are the top 5 directors? Let's ask Ron. Ron, are you the top 5 directors in America? I mean, if we're going to really think about it, I think you are, right?
Well,
who's better than you?
There's some pretty good people out there making good movies all the time. I'm good. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good, thanks.
This is my spot?
Yeah, take a seat anywhere you want.
Great, great.
Not too many strippers have sat there recently. You'll be fine. You're wearing jeans. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
You nervous with this movie coming out? Angels and Demons?
I'm kind of excited.
You are?
Well, you know, the 𝗦𝗵ci Code showed that there's a big audience for, you know, Tom Hanks playing this kind of a character.
By the way, I made a mistake. 𝗦𝗵ci Code worldwide made $780 million.
760.
And we were just trying to figure out what your take is on that. That's got to be 10%, right?
So I'm really excited about the movie because
he's going to make another big payday.
Do you get $76 million for that? I mean, I would think that would be fair that you would get.
I think it would be fair too.
You don't think? But they don't give you that?
No, it doesn't, because that's the gross.
Right.
And then
but your deal is off the gross.
And then there's that's the gross what the theaters bring in. It's about, you know, slightly less than half that is what the studios get.
That's true. Right.
Which is probably why you were reducing it. Your business savvy was kicking in. That's why you cut it in half.
Aren't you disgusted that the theater? Let's say you go off and you make a movie for 2 years and you're thinking about this thing and you could make a lot of you have to choose your movie.
Right.
The theater gets 50% of every dollar. Does that bother you at all?
No.
It doesn't?
No, because, they got to stay in business. And,
But don't the studios somehow own some of those theaters and then they end up getting a double dip?
There's always that, but the fact is, what the way it really works is there's like a ratio. So in the beginning, the first couple of weeks, the studios take a little more than the 50. It just kind of averages out to around 45 or 50%.
I mean, you should get if you make a film that makes $760 million, you should benefit. I mean, you made the film.
I think he benefited.
I benefited.
I think he does benefit.
Do you have to split everything with Brian Grazer?
We've had that partnership for 20-some years. Everything goes into the pot.
50-50 with you too.
But you know what? 24 goes into the pot too, and that's Brian.
Nice.
And Brian produced that.
Oh yeah.
So anything he produces,
show,
you get half of.
Huh?
Anything he produces, you get.
Everything just goes into a pot.
Wow.
You know, I see the name Imagine, which is your film company, your production company. I see your name on everything. Imagine.
Right.
I can't imagine how you guys can be that involved in all of these projects. What do? You farm them out to people? I mean, you can't be that involved in everything.
Well, I mean, it's a company, so we have some great executives,
right?
Karen 𝗪𝗪 and others who who do great work, and executive producers and directors.
Has Imagine had any failures that I don't know about? I mean, it seems like everything's a winner with you.
Well, let's keep it like that. Let's
Are
not
there
delve.
failures?
Of course, we have disappointments.
What is your greatest disappointment?
Who, as a director, maybe?
Okay, what film did you make? I can't even think. What film did you make that didn't do well financially that you think should have been?
Well, I made a Western, with The Missing, with Cate Blanchett and Tommy Lee Jones. I loved this movie, but we really couldn't get people to go see it.
Is that right?
That happens.
The Missing.
Yeah.
It's your worst nightmare. You put in 2 years.
I see everything, and I don't think I saw that.
But I love the movie. I mean, so if you,
did it get good reviews?
Mixed reviews, but it's real glowing. Some loved it. Some didn't like it much at all.
I'm going to rent it.
It's good.
I will watch it.
I personally am really proud of it.
I missed that one. I really did. I mean, I see pretty much everything you do.
Well, we talked about Frost Nixon. You could.
Yeah, I love Frost Nixon.
But are there any that were personal disappointments that you thought, all right, you go into every concept, of course, with great expectations, that you didn't like the final result, that you didn't?
There's, you know, there are always elements of everything that you wish you had another chance to do, and so forth. But I sort of quit talking about it because one time somebody said, "Well, what's your least favorite movie?" And I was talking, and it was a bunch of kids. It was high school students at a class, and I'm talking to them very frankly, very honestly, and I told them. And the look of disappointment, because that was their favorite. So, once I make them, it's not really up to me. It's, people like the ones they like.
You sit and watch these films ever? Do you ever
go back and see them again?
Yeah.
I don't, unless I have to do a DVD 20th anniversary commentary, which I've been around long enough that that's starting to come up.
Right, and also you were honored recently. I have the DVD. I haven't watched it yet. There was like a whole commemoration of your career and all the films you've made. Right? It was a whole.
I didn't see that, but I know about it.
Why wouldn't you go back and watch these films? Well, I'd be proud of them.
I am proud of them. If I bump into them or something, and I watch a few scenes, but I saw them a lot. When we made them.
But when you, let's say you're laying in bed and you watch TV and Splash comes on or something.
If I catch it in the middle, I'll watch a few scenes.
You will.
When I did we did a commentary for that a while back. I was really proud of it. I thought it worked great. We did a Parenthood one. Now there's going to be a new television series based on Parenthood.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Well, it's, thank you.
Wow.
It's the same guy who created Friday Night Lights as a movie. I mean, as a television show for us. And he came to Brian and I and said, I want to do Parenthood, and I want to do this family. And we said, why don't you just invent your own family? He says, well, I love the structure of that family and those characters. And he wrote a fantastic script, and the pilot got picked up.
I mean, if you're not one of the wealthiest guys in Hollywood, then who is? I mean, you've got to be tremendously successful financially. I'm thinking this through. I mean, I started a production company. I used to make these productions. You couldn't get paid.
Right.
But you're able to.
But he manages,
You're able to make a living out of it. I like that.
I try to get paid as often as possible.
But how many projects do you consider every year that don't get, not everything gets picked up. Not everything gets a go.
Oh, no. I mean, for me as a director, I'm always developing 5 or 6 things, and I can only do a movie every 18 months.
Right now, do you have 5 movies in mind that you want to make?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You mean that you're actively developing
the
script?
But will the screenplays come together? Could you ever get the right casting? So it's one thing to have an idea that you're passionate about, but then it's another thing to get it to the next level where you think, we can really make a movie that's, going to mean something.
Why have you avoided making a superhero film? You've gone out of your way not to do Spider-Man. You could have been directing.
By the way, I know I said that in an interview a long time ago. I mean, this is not the recent iteration with Sam.
Batman,
Raimi.
Spider-Man, and Harry Potter. Even you turned down.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah.
Were you regretting any of that?
No, because I didn't think look, I'm not a comic book guy.
You're not.
I did as a kid. I wasn't reading them. I'm not crazy. So
in other words, you had a life
to make those movies.
Actually, we saw his life.
I was working. I was a little busy working.
We saw his life.
I was obsessed with comic books as a kid, but then again, you as a kid, I mean, you were doing some cool stuff. You were on TV.
I was on TV. But the thing is, if you're going to do those movies, you can't be cynical about them, and you can't manufacture them. Right. I think you got to love what you're doing, and that's and I've been fortunate. The movies that I make, the whole array of them, whether it's comedies or How the Grinch, a fantasy like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Angels and Demons. These are ideas that fascinate me.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it very much, and of course my daughter Bryce was in the third one.
And I want to ask you about Bryce in a second, but did you see Star Trek, the new one?
Yeah.
State of the art, right?
Liked it very much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job.
But do you want to do something like that? I know you've done real space movies. But what about the fantasy movies?
I would, fantasy, and I'm actually working on a couple of sci-fis.
Yeah? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
J.J. Abrams asked me how his movie was going to do, Star Trek. I had seen it, and I said, you're going to make $79 million. And he said, if I get $79 million, I will give you a blowjob, he told me. So
and we haven't seen him since.
Turns out he's a bullshitter.
I can't get a hold of him.
He's one of them Hollywood bullshitters.
Empty promises.
Are people in Hollywood bullshitters? I mean,
really, Ron? Are they?
I think when it comes to blowjobs, just pretty much all the time.
You promised blowjobs and not getting them. Tease. But I'm waiting for it. And I don't. Since he's blowing me, I don't think that's gay. For me, I mean, for him it is. But who knows? I don't know. You figure it out.
79 million. There's no gay, straight. It's all the same. Everybody's having fun.
But
everybody understands.
No, but there are people you've worked with that are horror scenes, right? You've worked on movies that you've absolutely hated working. You once said, I think you once said that Val Kilmer was a nightmare to work with.
He was pretty erratic. He had nightmarish days.
Yeah,
there were nightmarish days, and then there were great days because he's talented,
But for an actor to dick around with you. It's so stupid because here you are successful. You might use them in every single movie.
That's right. You might make another movie.
What kind of jackass
I'll tell you
piss
something.
you off?
I don't want to,
Val Kilmer.
Right. Later, I worked with him again on something. But
you did?
Yeah. But the thing is...
Yeah, Val built a deck at Ron's house.
He's his carpenter?
And he had some real nightmare days.
And he later did he played Jim Morrison. He did The Doors, which is an imagined movie,
Yeah, right.
And look, because I started off as an actor.
Right.
I understand.
You understand these crackpots?
I understand. It's a very emotional
MP was a real
job.
asshole.
And that Barney, oh my God.
There were moments. I'll be honest. There were moments. So I'm sympathetic to all that. And at a certain point, if somebody's, making it difficult, I acknowledge that too and try to work through it. But I cast them for a reason, and it's because I want what they can do when the cameras are rolling. And it doesn't matter much,
but
how I feel
Hanks
about
doesn't give you any trouble.
Oh well, Hanks is kind of a
so
dream.
Easy, you see, I might use him in my film.
Tom is unbelievable, and he's got complete integrity about what he does.
He shows up on the set. He knows his lines.
More than that, I mean, it's first of all, it starts with a script, not in some sort of bullying superstar way. He's a great writer himself. He contributes. And he leads by example. Like if you're working out there, we were working in Rome. We were working in Rome.
How long do you spend on Angels and Demons? I'm not talking about developing. I mean, how long do you spend shooting this thing?
I guess about 4 months.
4 months.
80-some shooting days.
Okay.
And so we were filming high pressure in Rome.
Right.
We started the movie in Rome.
Right.
And we only had limited amount because it's the summertime. It's tourist season. They probably the Vatican. Is not thrilled we're there anyway.
Vatican doesn't like you. They feel you're anti-Catholic.
Right.
So why, though? I don't get it.
You never read the books.
Yeah, but
why is Ron anti-Catholic?
Because he's making the movies.
Apparently that's...
if you give the Vatican $10 million, they'll look the other way.
Right. Where were you when I was trying to figure this movie out?
In Jersey.
He was in jail.
That's right. You didn't have to bail him out to get his
I had to bribe a priest.
Why? Sir, explain it to the controversy to me with this movie. Why are
well, it's turning out to be not so controversial now that some members of the church have actually started seeing it. We actually got a review from a Catholic publication that said, "Hey, it's fun, it's smart, and it does no damage to the church." 2 nuns. I don't know. It's the Ebert and Roper of
Nun League or something.
I don't know.
Right.
Reviewed it, and they said it was really great. They really enjoyed it. They weren't threatened by it.
I don't know if you heard, but they've been defrocked.
They had one criticism for me, about just the way I shot one of the action scenes. So everybody's a critic.
The
right?
action scene.
The
nuns were like, the car chase wasn't believable.
We had to hold it back for PG-13, and so they didn't like that.
So you're excited about this, but nervous. And is there a competition in the family? Your daughter is starring in Terminator.
Well, it doesn't come out for another week.
All right, so you're not the same weekend.
No, not the same weekend.
No, but are you rooting for her?
Of course.
You are.
Of course.
But is there a competition in a sense?
Like, you think he would want to demolish his daughter's film?
Yes, it's Hollywood.
I mean, let me ask you something. This is a tough question. This is very Sophie's choice.
Okay.
If you could wish that your film makes over $100 million,
right,
and is a huge success,
right,
but that would mean your daughter's film has to bomb.
Bomb.
Wow. What would you take? Or yours has to bomb, and her film is great. Who would you choose?
You got me.
Be honest.
I wasn't expecting it. What time is it?
You want your film to succeed over hers. Of course.
Well, I have a profit participation, and she doesn't. So in the global scheme of things,
it's good for the family.
Are you surprised your daughter's career is doing so well?
She worked so hard at it, and could have been great as a kid, but I never would let her. And I have another daughter who's just left NYU, Paige, who had a cool part in
Tisch.
Adventure.
She went to Tisch?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let your daughter act when she was a kid?
Well,
what's wrong with that?
It's real. You know what? I was lucky. My dad was is still. Matter of fact, he's in Angels and Demons. He plays one of the Cardinals in Angels and Demons. It's very cool. He really was, because he's a freelance actor. He had a lot of time. Two things. He had free time when he wasn't working, and B, he really knew the ropes. And he was a great supervisor to have around the set. He was a great safety net. And Cheryl and I were not feeling like we were willing to dedicate that kind of time. Plus, look, the whole, following in the footsteps of
Dad,
who happened to have been in two, iconographic shows that were, Opie and Richie and all that. Very hard for a kid to shouldn't have to compete with that.
I agree.
And last but not least, most kids don't really make the transition from childhood into adult. So if you're really serious about it as a lifetime,
Beaver,
you want to start, go to school, get immerse yourself in it, and then make a career out of it as an adult. Yeah.
Well, do you think that you're angry with your father for putting you in the business at a young age?
I'm so grateful.
You are
grateful beyond words,
but
because it worked out.
Well,
I love
he was running around shooting movies at home.
But hold on
anyway.
a second.
I always loved it.
Wait a second.
Right.
All right.
Dr. Stern.
Let
me lie down here.
Go lay down. I don't believe what you're saying. I think he's saying that publicly.
Okay.
What do you think he's doing at home?
I think at home he's on a psychiatrist couch and say, my father, instead of being a father and protecting me, put me in that horrible business. That's what I think.
It worked out so well for me.
You are so turned off to parents who put their kids in acting. You probably don't even like when you have to work with kids on the set and you see these yentas who put their kids in these movies.
Some are great and some aren't. Some are great and some aren't. But I tell you what, it's a lot of work, and you better be responsible about it. And here's what my dad did that was great, and my mom. I never felt that.
But why did they need
career.
to do it? Why did they need to put you in TV and Andy Griffith? Did they need it for their ego? Did they want you to support the family?
How did it happen? Did somebody see you, or did they actually send you out on auditions?
The way it happened was I started working really young, and like at 4 when we were living in New York.
So they took you to places.
Yeah.
See?
And well, the way it really started was that my dad was directing summer stock.
Mm-hmm.
And I started picking up on the dialogue that the actors were doing because they had no babysitter, and I was hanging around watching. Everybody thought that was adorable. And so I was doing these scenes, and my dad and I would do these scenes for friends or whatever coming around, and I was pretty good.
Isn't it a miracle that your life ended up not like, Leave It to Beaver's life or...
it's a kind of a miracle.
Eddie Munster. I mean, you really made the transition beautifully.
Hey, point to two people, him and Jodie Foster, the two that sort of made it.
Did you get together with Jodie Foster and say, look how lucky we are?
We haven't done that.
Like
but,
a group?
The group of successful child actors?
Kurt Russell was a pretty successful child actor, too, who I've worked with.
There are a few.
But it's and I look. Here's the thing. I always loved it. So where I think kids run into trouble is two ways. One, they don't really learn how to act very well. My dad was an excellent teacher. I was around good people. The environment was good. It was very constructive. I was actually learning how to do something.
Right.
Not
In
just
other
be
words,
like a trained animal.
Not a cute.
Now smile or now
In other words,
fake tear.
Ron, you the kids rely on their cuteness more than the actual acting.
You
Not
always
really
treated
learning
it
how to be in a scene or
as a craft.
And so that was and that was a huge advantage. And the other thing is that I had no ambivalence about it. So most people go through that adolescent period where the work slows down. That happened to me too, and that's just reason enough to be discouraged. And it wasn't for me. In fact, it's one of the reasons I wanted to become a director was because I loved it so much, the whole process, the whole environment, that I didn't want to be sitting around waiting for phones to ring. You know, I wanted to be the catalyst for my own creative life.
Does your daughter ask you for advice, or does she do her own thing? Like,
Does her own thing,
She
pretty
didn't come to you and say, "I'm thinking of doing Terminator. Dad, what do I do? Do I do this film?"
No, just about never.
That's probably good.
Well, you know, the other thing I noticed about you, though, you didn't raise your children in Hollywood, so you don't have those Hollywood kids.
One of the reasons we moved east, but I'm not sure it has to do with the place. You were asking about Bryce. When we were driving to NYU.
Right.
To do her audition, because if you're auditioning for the Tisch program, you have to come in and do monologues and things like that.
Right.
So we're driving there, and I seem to be a little more nervous than she is. And I'm saying, so did you pick a monologue? Did you? She said, yeah. I said, do you want to do it for me just while we're driving? No, I don't want to do it. Well, why don't you just do it? Just run through it. You don't want to just go into the room cold. You want to just run through it. No, I'm not going to do it, Dad. Well, I'd really like to hear it. No, I got it. I'm a goddamn top 10 director. I want you to do your monologue from me now.
And she still wouldn't do it.
And she still wouldn't do it, and she got accepted.
I understand.
Well, I respect it. I respected it a lot better after she got in.
Did you secretly think, because it's really hard when it's your daughter, did you secretly think this is a mistake? What is she doing with her life? She doesn't have to do this. She could be happier doing something else.
One of the reasons we left L.A. was that I didn't want any of our 4 kids to feel compelled to go into the business, like it's all they knew. And so they grew up in an environment where they saw that there were a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and still 2 of them fell in love with it.
Did you bring them to the set when they were kids and all that?
Yeah.
That's where they fall in love with it.
Well, yeah, but two not interested at all. And God bless
what's with Bryce? She with a guy? Because
she's married.
Oh, she's married?
Yeah, to Seth Gable.
But he
Very
can't
good actor.
compete with
White
you.
guy?
He can't compete
Seth,
with you.
black guy.
I've got a few black Seth.
There's very few black Seth. Not that you would have minded, but whatever goes, whatever
sure,
goes.
she's in love.
Yeah.
Show business is a different thing, though. If you bring your child to your work and that's your work, it's easy to fall in love with. Like, my father always took me to work, but I didn't fall in love with installing antennas.
No.
Why not? He was in show business, too.
So, you know?
I think that's the way
I love climbing roofs.
Are you comfortable with Bryce doing nude scenes?
Oh, that man! I'll tell you. Well, thank you.
I'm not. I know you now.
She had to do that at college. They
She
had
was
this
naked?
experimental. Yeah.
That is wrong. Now, let me tell you something. My daughter is a graduate of Tisch, and I'll tell you something. That's not right for the under the
I'll tell you, my
college
dad,
auspices.
I brought my dad to the play.
Was it a male professor?
It was. Yeah, you bet.
That'd be like Professor Howard Stern. Bryce, I need you to get naked.
Productions are nude, yes.
Well, this was sort of nonstop. I mean, she had her clothes on for about the first 10 minutes, but it was avant-garde.
Oh, dear.
So anyway, my dad came to see the show.
Right.
And we're watching it, and didn't realize quite how nude she would be for that period of time. And we're sitting here next to my dad and everything, and it's gratefully there was no intermission, so the show was over. And I turned to him and he said, you know what? That's courageous, and as an actor, she'll never have to be afraid again. I thought that was the coolest thing for a 70-something-year-old guy to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking they make such a big deal about these Barrymores, but you're building like a little bit of a dynasty with the Howards.
It's not. It's not intentional, but it seems. Well, look, he left the farm. He by the way, he didn't like farming any more than he liked antennas.
But you know, watching your daughter nude in a play, to me, the only thing more awkward, and I've done this, would be being at a bachelor party and watching the groom get a blowjob next to the father of the bride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that might be more awkward.
Yeah.
Well, there were moments where you know, like things are a little tense. There was like a little bit of fake stage violence there with a guy kind of dominating her, you know, her and stuff. And it was. I had an impulse to like
beat the shit out
charge the stage. Try to tackle that son of a bitch.
I would imagine it'd be very hard for a kid to have a father like Ron Howard.
Sure.
And then you want to go into acting. I mean, I would just think it's crazy. And then, you know, you think about all the people in your life, too, who you must feel the ugly green jealousy on your back when you think Chachi's probably staring at you.
I don't know that.
Potsy.
Well, in Chachi's reality show, did you see that part of? I don't know if Ron ever saw Scott Baio's reality show. Scott
I never
Baio
did. No, I heard about it.
I can't believe you're not obsessed with seeing
Ron's brother, Clint Howard, is in a scene. They see each other.
Right.
And Scott goes to Clint Howard, and this had to be awkward for your brother, but Scott says to him, I've been trying to get in one of your brother's movies for years.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is like, what does Clint say to that? All right, let me make a call.
When you are casting a new movie, do you hear from these characters, this leech, you know, all these guys, they want to leech onto you?
No.
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith. Major pain in the ass. No one in Hollywood is a major pain.
There's no way Donnie Most or Anson Williams has your number.
I talk to those guys all the time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You really do?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it. He's clearly like...
Ron, how are you going to get rid of these guys?
You would be in the tabloids if you didn't take their calls.
I know.
You know what, Ron? I'll tell you how I got rid of my buddies Anthony and Vinny.
You know where Ron talks to them? In court. He's got a restraining order. I'll see you guys next month when I renew this. What do you mean? I mean,
they're friends. They're great friends.
You still friends with Mel Gibson? Is it hard to maintain a friendship with him after he goes through a controversy?
I haven't talked to him in ages, but he's kind of
dropped him.
He's.
I knew it.
I realize, you know, he's kind of he's kind of not around L.A. He's not around New York, and
but he's ruined himself. He had a perfect.
Oh, I don't think so.
He had a perfect. Come on.
Well,
let's stop the Hollywood bullshit. The guy.
The next time he stars in a movie, people are going to want to see him because he's a good actor. He's a charismatic guy. He's a great director.
Miss California. Are you really going to listen to what he has to say about people and religion?
Forget that. I'm just saying that he had everything going for him.
Sure.
Great director. I love his films.
Yeah.
And all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
And then the Jew incident.
Yeah.
But Ron,
now he's dumped the wife. He's Mr. Catholic. He's dumped the wife.
Right.
And he's running around has a person holding a sign up of his new girlfriend's name when he's so they get the spelling right.
He was the first guy, if he were on the show, to say, you know, he wrestles with demons all the time.
He's Mr. I know it's true. He's Mr. Catholic. Yeah. That would be like Mr. Met dating a chick.
You are squeaky clean. You got to be one of the smartest guys in Hollywood. You don't screw around.
Right.
We never get to hear these chicks you're banging.
Right.
You keep it on the QT.
How do you do that? How do you keep it so quiet?
How do you have sex with these actresses and it never ever comes out in the press?
Keep it so
what
quiet?
I want to know from Ron
about
is
that for a second, and then we'll get back to the
And how do you get heroin secretly?
Yeah, how do you score heroin and no one knows? By the way, Angels and Demons is opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. That's why Ron's here. He's not here for.
He doesn't like our fooling around.
He's not here because he likes talking about the Tisch School with Howard.
That's a good school. But Angels and Demons is really good too.
You're saying it's a good movie.
That's why you ask at the beginning, am I nervous? And I'm more excited because it's a real audience movie. It's a thriller. The first 𝗦𝗵ci Code, the impetus for making it was this almost philosophical, theological challenge to the church, you know. And it was, by the way, we tried to make it a mystery and a thriller, and that's the way the book was. This is really start to finish mystery thriller. It has much more action. It's one of the reasons I've never done a sequel, but I felt like as a director, it was a whole different kind of movie to make in a lot of ways, and audiences from our screenings and so forth really, really liking it, and so. That's why, of course, I'm nervous.
Of course you do. You got Brian Grazer breathing on his neck. What's the take? What are we getting out of this thing?
But Speaking of sequels, to show it to audiences because I think people are going to get a big kick out of it.
Speaking of sequels, were you ever offered Apollo 14?
Yes, he was.
The end of the first Da Vinci Code. I love the Da Vinci Code, the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
I didn't read the book, and I got it. At the end, you sort of allude to the fact that young girl is the descendant of Christ.
Yeah.
Now, so does it pick up right from there?
No, it's a separate adventure. In fact, this book was actually written before.
I don't need to see the Da Vinci Code in order to see Angels of Demons.
No. Good. But I think it definitely benefited us to make it the follow-up, even though the Angels and Demons as a novel was actually published first, but it's a more intense story, it's more violent, and I think the fact that Langdon's already been through the one adventure and now is kind of going deeper into this world of, here's all that can happen surrounding these sort of mysteries.
In light of Star Trek's success, are you sorry you didn't put Kirk or Leonard Nimoy in the movie?
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy actually seems to be the one you need to get.
I don't know where Spock shows up.
To me, I would do that if I was a director. I would just throw these guys in it just for the hell of it. What do you want, Gary?
I got a question, man.
Go ahead. Really? Yeah, you're going to interrupt my fantastic interview with a potentially disastrous question? By the way, didn't Tom Hanks... Did you know what happened to Gary? He threw out the first pitch at Citi Field. Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, you got to put this in a movie.
Really?
This is your next film.
We're not going to show this to every A-lister, are we?
No. Listen to me. Didn't Tom Hanks throw out a first pitch and you caught it, but it was a disaster?
I couldn't catch it.
It was so far askew from what it should be.
By the way, we were warming up. We even warmed up in the bullpen.
Right.
And I thought, Tom's, man, he's got some heat, and he's a pretty big guy, and he was bringing it, and just lobbing him in, but it was head zing. But we got in there, 50,000 fans.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And their number one player stepped into the box. So now he's got a guy here that he doesn't want to hit because the guy's a superstar and Japanese, and that would be very impolite in Japan.
Right.
My brother Clint said, he should have screwed that. He should have brushed him back.
Yeah, a little chin music.
Should have put one right between the 4 and the 7.
This was in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was in Tokyo.
Right.
And so Tom, very good athlete, threw it 8 feet wide and in the dirt. I made a nice lunge, which I can verify because I had dirt on my pants. I really tried.
Right.
And I went to the backstop. And
how come we never see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine was on Kimmel last night. That's how bad it was.
Well, here
really?
it is. Take a look. There you go. There's Gary at the... Now, he completely misses the catcher, and it goes... hits the umpire.
Gary, you did way worse.
Worse than Tom Hanks.
If I could say, because he wasn't girlish when he threw it.
Yes, I know.
That's the point. You got to just whip it. You got to whip it.
It didn't lob up and over to the right.
I got it.
Gary, you were such pain in your face.
I know.
Ron Howard thinks how girlish you throw. Unbelievable.
Can I ask Ron the question I came in to ask?
The question is not changed.
No.
Hateful.
I heard that when you were making the Grinch that Jim Carrey was complaining about the outfit.
Yeah.
And somebody said that you put the full outfit on one day. It came in to show him that it wasn't so bad.
Well, it wasn't that. I had always told him that out of sympathy, someday I'll wear it. Because he would say, man, this is brutal. But, by the way, to Jim's credit, I got to say, early on, I said, should we adjust it? Should we simplify this thing? Because, I don't want this to be a nightmare. And he said, no, this is the look. This is what we got to go for. So he toughed it out, but he was miserable. And so one day, as a surprise, just to kind of boost him at about the halfway point when things were getting pretty low, I showed up in the outfit.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fun.
You brought up your brother. Is it hard for your brother to have you in the same business as him and you be so super successful? I mean, do you guys sit down and work that out, and you ever say to him, listen, Clint, this has got to be awkward?
Right.
Because I'm so goddamn successful. There's not too many people who are so successful like you.
He has a theory.
Go ahead.
We're very close.
Right.
Really close. I love working with him.
He live near you? Do you guys that close?
He lives in the house.
No.
He lives in the house?
No.
I didn't know that.
No, he lives near my. He lives in L.A. still.
Right.
He's in the Cato Kalin track.
But he's got a great life.
Right.
And he loves what he's doing, and he looks at the way I work, and he says, I don't want to work like you.
Right.
And
are you a workaholic?
Probably.
So he's lazy on top of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what you're saying?
He's got a great life. I sort of wish I had his peace of mind in a lot of ways.
Do you get to see your wife every night? Or are you one of these guys who casts his wife aside and doesn't really...
Do you know your wife anymore?
She's not cast asidable.
She is not.
No, she's fantastic. Well, look, we met in high school. We're going to be, what year is this?
That's it.
It'll be 34 years this June.
Wow.
Congratulations. I mean, that is a major success story. And you still enjoy banging her, and you still enjoy the sex, right?
I think on the phone last time
we
said,
got into this a little.
I said that I was having sex while I was doing the interview.
That's a pro. That is a pro.
Well, it was actually that was a joke, actually.
Your wife must be a spectacular person.
She's a great person.
She can hold your attention. I mean, you work with these beautiful actresses. I mean, it's one after another.
She's
you know you could be getting laid 99% of the time.
It wouldn't be the same. And she's fantastic.
The lovemaking is still as good.
That's great. Well, I mean, yeah.
And she still gets as excited over you.
Or she's a better actress than we all.
He's got to have willpower. Like, Ron is the kind of powerful guy to where it's like, I remember talking to Norm about this. If you're going to send Norm Macdonald, if you're going to send a woman out, if you're going to send a woman out to Hollywood,
yes,
who's a friend of yours, the best advice to give him is, look, if you're going to be a whore, be a smart whore.
Right.
Like, if you go on a movie set, know who to fuck. Don't fuck one of the actors. Yeah. Don't fuck a writer ever. Right. Ron's the guy you fuck. Like, Ron is the guy you approach and fuck.
Actresses throw themselves at you. I mean, you're a handsome guy. I mean, you're nice looking guy.
No, in fact, I think I get along really well with all the actresses because they're just, Do you
fantasize about them at all? I mean, it would be natural to fantasize. They say directors fall in love with their leading ladies. I mean, they have to a certain degree.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it discipline, or is it just that your marriage really is that great?
My marriage really is that great, and I also I wouldn't want to blow it. I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to give up what you have.
I wouldn't want to give up what I have for a second. And
prenuptial agreement? Not back then.
No.
Where'd you meet her? Was it
high school?
High school.
John Burroughs High School.
No kidding.
Yeah. Miss McBride's English class.
Did you get laid a lot during the Happy Days years, or was it just strictly your
we were
wife?
already together.
This is unbelievable.
He's going to get very upset now.
So you really were, you weren't Fonzie.
Yes, because you didn't take advantage of all your fame.
I mean, do you fantasize about what it could have been like if you hadn't got, I mean, the endless parade. It must be amazing.
Who was getting laid on that set? Tom Bosley?
Really? Sometimes I fantasize I'm you and what I could have had.
You know what I don't get about Ron, though?
What?
Why lead such a wonderful, because I'm a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Why lead such a wonderful, sinless life and then make these movies and go to hell?
To blow it on a movie.
Now listen, the movie is called Angels and Demons.
Right.
You know that Ron's a good director, so you should just go based on that. I mean, has he ever let you down?
A Beautiful Mind.
A Beautiful Mind.
Best movies ever.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's some movie.
Yeah.
What's with that maniac, Russell Crowe? What's he up to?
He wasn't throwing phones.
He's doing Robin Hood right now.
Is he doing
with
Robin
Ridley Scott for our company, for Imagine? Brian's producing.
No kidding.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. It's so cool. I mean, it's like the Gladiator version of Robin Hood, because with Ridley Scott, they're not making it whimsical, or it's tough out there.
I would go see that.
It's really a good script.
They're actually acting like there were no conveniences back then.
It's a really good script.
And his accent's better than Costner's?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I would hope.
Have you ever had the experience, though, of working with an actor who had a difficulty, a real problem, and you really had to work with them, or, I mean, you know, either a substance abuse problem or, you know.
No, I've never had that.
Never had that.
I mean, I've had people probably who did, but they were functional while I was dealing with them, you know. So
yeah, I'm functional.
Are you good?
He works, first of all, he's working with the
good
top, the creme de la creme. He doesn't have to work with these crappy guys.
Sometimes, you know, I mean, even a Robert Downey Jr. has had his problems.
Yeah, but he's so great.
No, I've never had anybody who, you know, seemed to be losing it in that way. Or maybe a couple of like secondary characters where you sort of knew.
Do you think at this point you could put out a movie with an unknown actor? Because most of your movies, you have a guy like Tom Hanks or you have Russell Crowe. Because they're bankable. In other words, you know that if they're in the movie, you got a better shot at getting an audience in there. Would you ever go back to taking a chance with somebody who doesn't have any kind of...
Well, yes, I would. I would. And, you know, and with you talked about Frost Nixon. I was really ultimately went with Michael Sheen and Frank Langella, who are known.
Right,
you know,
but they're not big box office guys.
Not big box office guys. And that was the right thing to do, and it got the Academy Award nomination.
I was disappointed in Frost Nixon just because I thought it was going to be about Otis Nixon, the guy in the Braves, the leadoff hitter.
Oh,
So life is good. We're excited. Angels and Demons coming out now. You're on the promotional tour. Where are you going after this?
We're finished. When the movie opens, I've been to France. I've been to Rome. We had a premiere in Rome, which was very interesting.
Did you go on Letterman?
No, I'm doing the top 10 list later this week, and Tom did Letterman the other day.
I see. So you're really out there pushing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah,
no,
listen, I'm excited to see it. In fact, they sent over a screener.
Yeah.
Which will make me a hero.
Yes,
because I will invite people over and we'll have a
You'll
screening.
be screening a film.
Can I be one of those people? Or
no, I don't want
to.
Okay.
But Donnie Most and Anson are coming over.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm Howard's Donnie Most.
It's a star-studded screening.
Hey, Ron, can I just say something, Ron? I never pitch myself for movies.
I know what you're going to say.
Well,
you want to be in Happy Days in Space. Would you ever produce
I would
something?
love that.
Happy Days in Space.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, when I was on heroin, I got to work here every other day. Right?
That's pretty good.
Ron.
And I'll wear whatever outfit you want. I'm not like that Jim Carrey jacket.
I am going to recommend to my audience to see Angels and Demons. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you've got credibility with me.
Well,
I know you're not may I say, shithead.
This is no hack.
They're just going to put out a bad movie.
Can we put that quote in? Directed by a guy who's not a shithead.
You're a decent man. You obviously have an eye for a good movie. You know how to tell a story. So I can guarantee you it will be good.
Thank you. I think you'll like it.
Is the movie tracking well, as they say? That means you're on course to make how much? 100 million the first weekend?
What, here in the U.S.? No, not that much. But worldwide could be 100 million. Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah. Listen.
It's all green, baby.
Who
knows?
Do you and Brian Grazer trust each other so much? If you say he's working on something, do you trust each other so much that you just know it's going to be fine? And like, how often do you check the dailies of Robin Hood?
No,
you never do that.
No,
right?
but it's you know, we trust each other and that we know everybody. We're both trying to do great stuff,
right,
and in a business where it's impossible to bat 1,000. But what you do is, you give it everything you got with stories you care about.
Right.
It's you're doing great, and I can't wait to see Angels and Demons. And everyone go see it. Opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. The great Ron Howard. There's so much even more to talk about. I mean,
just skim the surface, didn't we?
Just skim the surface.
We don't know if he's ever banged a black chick.
He hasn't. I believe
he
his
never
wife.
had time.
Your wife's the only one you've had sex with, right?
And what's that wheel of sex back there?
That's what you're going to do here next time.
Okay.
Your next film, you come in, you spin it, and you do whatever's on the wheel.
Is that the way that works?
You're going to change high-pitch Eric's diapers.
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to get a chocolate bandit from Sal.
I was avoiding one question, and I walked right into a deeper trap.
Yes.
No, you've only had sex with your wife.
That's true.
Is that true?
Is that really
That's
true?
I would say that's true.
Wow.
You're almost like Donny Osmond. I mean, it's I interviewed him once.
Yeah.
And he'd only had sex with his wife.
Right.
And I said, boy, I was kidding around with him. I said, she must give the best fellatio. He goes, I would never ask my wife to do that. I said, wait a second. You've never had a blowjob.
Right.
And he said, that's right.
That's right.
And he said, I won't ask my wife for one. She hasn't done it, and I'm never going to ask her.
Wait a minute, who said that?
Donnie Osmond.
Oh, Donnie Osmond.
Wow.
But Ron's edgier than Donnie Osmond.
You think?
Yeah, I would, without being very specific, I would say we're a little more adventuresome than Donnie.
Ron, you never fucked Pinky or Leather Tuscadero?
Why not?
Now that was the fantasy.
Yeah. I bet it was for
Did anyone bang him? Henry, Tom Bosley, anybody? Marion Ross got in it? The kid who played your older brother who was there for 2 episodes?
Well, wait a minute. You know, when you sit around and you look at their cast, what is this with Chachi and all the beautiful girls in Hollywood?
Kid's a player.
What a list. He ain't no Ron Howard.
That he was going to be the guy who was at the gateway to Hollywood banging every beautiful chick?
He was a handsome, charismatic guy and huge star in television for a long, long time.
But you know,
and he's a good actor too. I mean, he actually is
but
good.
isn't it sad? I mean, I think he womanized a little too long.
You think so?
Yeah, I think at some point he should have matured and said, I've been through every Pamela Anderson type.
Right. Well, maybe he's doing that. Didn't he just have a kid?
Yeah.
No, you're not buying it?
I don't buy it.
Did he ever call you for advice or anything on that?
Yeah, we've spoken to him.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, a womanizing advice.
He didn't listen to a word I said.
No. Well, see, I'm gonna listen. Would you say put Leonard Nimoy in
every film?
I put Spider-Man in everything. Why not?
I have a different...
Spider-Man meets Angels and Demons. Why not? That's a huge success story. I don't know. I would do that.
When the franchise gets to that point, I think it's time to end it.
The Spider-Man code. I have a different outlook on. I have a different outlook on this relationship Ron has with his brother. To me, if I were Ron, I'd be incredibly jealous of Clint because he's in one of the best episodes of The Odd Couple ever.
Yeah, he's done some good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor.
So to sum up, really, it is amazing that a guy in Hollywood who's attractive and wealthy and this and that has only had sex with his wife for his entire life. It's quite remarkable.
It's pretty remarkable.
Who's the attractive guy?
It's a real...
I'm sorry.
I thought you wanted to work with
You're
this
not
guy.
attracted to Ron?
This guy, Ron Redford over here? Are you kidding me?
Oh, you know what I mean. I mean, there's a certain beauty to that.
Well, I think so, and I'm grateful
sadness,
for it.
I'm not sure.
In Jersey, it's an incredible sadness.
Listen. You have a story to tell.
Anybody you haven't worked with that you want to?
So many.
Really? You're not going to name a name?
Well,
Howard Stern.
Hey, you were good in your movie.
I did a good job.
I went there not expecting much, and you were very, very good.
I showed sensitivity.
Yeah.
You want to know something? I did win the Blockbuster Award for Best Newcomer.
Yeah.
Which is something Ron dreams of.
But I'll tell you what.
Right next to the Oscar.
Done, yes.
I believed, now you can laugh all you want, I deserved an Academy Award nomination for that film. All right. So anyway, let's see.
Isn't it true that
you said I could laugh all I want?
Isn't it true that Bryce's monologue was Howard talking to Pig Virus?
That's true. That's how she got into Tish. But she did it nude, which is brilliant.
That's where I first saw '𝗻𝗎, who I then worked with on Cinderella Man.
As a matter of
he's
fact,
great.
yeah. I mean, I remember when we were testing for that part, we auditioned 𝗻𝗎 3 times. We weren't even sure, but Betty Thomas, the director, said, this guy's got something. And then when I started working with him, my agent said to me, this guy's going to be the biggest star ever. He's terrific.
He's great. He's great.
He's terrific. All right, look, enough about me. We could brag about my acting all day, but we won't. We're here to celebrate your
You won't
film.
name one name of somebody you want to work with, huh?
What?
Pam Anderson.
There's so many. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Would you ever work with
Johnny Depp? Love to work with Johnny Depp.
What's the problem?
I just haven't found a script. I mean, Jack Nicholson. Love to work with Jack Nicholson. Meryl Streep.
What about this Paris Hilton? No interest in her?
I haven't seen the range yet in her performances.
Aren't you annoyed of those kinds of celebrities now, these reality star celebrities that have apparently no Doesn't that bother you?
It's the antithesis of him in a way. You know, it's like the direct opposite.
People are very entertained by those shows and those people. Fair enough.
Those people.
Have you produced any of those shows? You don't have.
No,
any.
our TV company hasn't gotten.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if we could think of a good one, we.
Ron, good news. I'm on Paris Hilton's Twitter. She wants to work with you.
Let me see that.
I love the beautiful brain.
See angels and demons. That's what. Listen, Ron doesn't really care about any other of this. Quite frankly, he thinks this was a disastrous interview because we didn't spend 99% of the
But you
time.
do keep mentioning angels and demons.
Angels and Demons is a real story. In other words, told by a real filmmaker. And Ron needs you to go see this. Let's be honest. And believe me, you're not that busy. You can't go see this.
Hey, this weekend is the weekend to unbusy yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, spend 2 hours having fun. Big deal.
Yeah.
See Angels and Demons opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. Ron, we're honored to have you here. After all, you're very important, and we're very insignificant. And we'll be back right after these words.
Ron, how'd it go, man?
That was fun. The studio's great, and you know, you do stuff on the Howard Show that you don't do anywhere else.
Now, Howard was a little concerned that you've only had sex with one woman.
He was a little bit thrown by that, I think, but not me.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed Ben Stiller as a guest, what a great guest he is, how he always comes in, he's an A-lister, loves the show, and he's pretty open about his life, and he tells us everything that's going on. We dig him. Check it out.
We're going to talk about Ben Stiller, longtime friend of the show, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he comes in to promote all his movies, and I think, listen, he's a big star. He likes us. You know, what more do you need?
Now, he and Howard, like, seemed that their relationship was going someplace, and then I guess it dropped off.
I thought Ben said something that was really telling and not a joke today. He said, yeah, you know, you sort of dropped the ball. And Howard goes, really? I thought you dropped the ball. And Ben said, well, when I didn't get the wedding invite, I figured I was on the outs. And I didn't think that was a joke.
I didn't think that was a joke either. Did you, Benji?
No, but I also didn't think, like, I didn't think about it too much.
You don't have a thought on it, do you?
Yeah, I did think it was a joke.
How'd you think Ben looked today?
Skinny.
Skinny, and his hair.
He had the funky hair.
Yeah. Do you think a couple people said he seemed depressed?
Oh, I got it. No, go ahead.
Do you agree?
I don't know. That's sort of his demeanor. You know, he's sort of like the, gets beat up, but he's a good guy. I mean, he's almost like the character in his movies, but he seemed a little downtrodden today.
Well, considering all his success, and he's been tremendously successful in movies, do you think he's a humble guy? I mean, is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I mean, you can be humble, but like when Ben said he doesn't know how many movies he's been in that have cracked 100 million, I was not buying that. I mean, you can be humble and still know that, because when you want to go in to negotiate a contract, I'm pretty sure you got to know what that is.
And today, I know he was promoting Night in the Museum, the next movie, but a lot of talk was about Tropic Thunder and the balls it really takes to make a movie like that.
I think he's really proud of that movie, as well he should be, because, you know, he's made some funny movies, but there's some people who go, oh, he makes light comedy, and that was a ballsy movie. And we were saying here today, imagine if you tried to make that movie and Sal was playing the black character instead of Robert Downey Jr. I always said about that movie, the reason why I loved it so much is because that could have gone horribly wrong, and it didn't. It was really well done and well written.
And he revealed that he'd been working on that for 20 years. Like, that was a long-time project that he really wanted to do, and it came out great. And, of course, Downey gets nominated for the Academy Award, playing a guy who's trying to get nominated for an Academy Award.
The second I saw that movie, I said he should be nominated, because, again, that could have gone horribly wrong in the hands of another actor.
And I thought Jimmy did a great job just hanging during that whole interview, and then piped in you know, in the appropriate places.
Now, where was that?
Well, I'll get to that. First, we got to get to Ben's marriage, which it seems like he's got a great marriage, 2 kids, everything's great. But he was very honest. He said, you know, all marriages have ups and downs. And, of course, immediately it's like, what do you mean ups and downs? And then Howard brought up the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 thing, which, if you missed it, clip number 2, Ted, here's, well, this explains it.
𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
I was
be it down. He'll be one of the
said
downs.
he never had sex with a woman. He had sex with your wife.
Well, now,
And-
I don't know if there actually was, you know,
he says it was
actual-
coitus.
He might not even know what that is.
And he said...
It was grosses.
He said... I knew then I was gay because if this is one of the most beautiful women in the world. If I can't get excited over her,
Well, he must have been
then I must be
excited.
gay, right? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, did
He
you?
did.
Now, what do you think of this?
I'm, you know, I don't know what to think of it. I mean, I don't know if it's a compliment, if
I
it's
think it
a
is.
backhanded, whatever. I don't know. You know, I'm happy that he's happy with his own sexuality.
Had she
I'm glad that he's
told you-
figured it out.
Did she break
Had
the
she
news
told
to you?
you that she
I knew
had
that they had dated. I mean, I never, like, you know, delved in for the
Right,
details.
right.
What do you say to that?
Well, so he's finding out for the first time today that 𝗦𝗵cie said that on our show.
No, he was aware of it, he said.
He was aware that they dated.
No, he was aware of what 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 said when he came in. But still, you know, how do you have that conversation with your wife? Or you don't even have that
Well,
conversation.
first of all, do you want to hear about any of the dudes that your wife banged before she met you?
No.
Okay. Then, do you want to hear about the gay dude she banged who's like this really gay guy now?
No. But again, Ben knows what he's getting into when he walks into the Howard Stern show, and he rolls with things very well. The other thing he didn't want to talk about was Owen Wilson, and this is after talking about a bunch of different things in his personal life. But it seemed like Owen Wilson's attempted suicide was just hands off.
Well, they're really good friends. He probably doesn't want to talk about it, but he's like, I'm not going to talk about this, but, and he started to talk about it, and then it got really crowded in there, and he reeled back on it. But, you know, I didn't think Howard was that out of line. He was sort of like, hey, you're directing a movie. You got just your life's work. It's a movie you worked on for 20 years. What do you do when a guy drops out?
Did you think that question was out of line, Benji?
No, not at all. And I didn't think. I thought Ben didn't handle it in a really good way. Like, I think he should. You know, if he doesn't want to talk about it, it's okay. I would respect that. But it just he made it like it was this horrible thing that he made.
Well, the
it
guy tried to
uncomfortable.
kill himself.
No. That's horrible. But it's not crazy that Howard would say, like, how do you handle a situation like that?
Yeah, I think everybody's nervous when Howard brings up stuff like that. But I thought the question was a legitimate question. He probably said, hey, you know what, man? You know, he's a great guy. We got somebody else for the movie. It was a tough time, and, you know, we moved on.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discuss one of my screw-ups in the Bob Levy spelling game, and then somehow the conversation went over to Robin and her talking too much. That was my opinion. That was constructive criticism, and after you see what I have to say, I think you're going to agree with me. So check it out.
Sal, I'm glad you came down here. I see your stuff in your face. I'll give you a second. But I know you apologize for the misspelling and you blame Google and Gary and Robin and everything else, but ultimately you took responsibility for your mistake.
No, in an argument where one's right and one's wrong, and it's Sal and Google, I think one is Sal, who was trapped in a pizzeria as a kid.
Hostage.
Hostage. And the other one is a company that recruits Harvard and Yale kids. So I don't know, Sal. It's
I
a
think
bad
you summed
matchup.
up. I think you summed it up right there.
But Sal, you did
Artie.
the greatest prank ever, you and Richard. It was vintage, you guys,
Oh,
and then
thank
you
you,
fuck
Art.
up 10 minutes later. So explain the fuck up. We don't care about the prank.
Exactly. Why'd you blame Google?
Talk about your fuck
Because
up.
when Google didn't work, I went to Gary. Yeah,
But did you take responsibility for the
Yes,
answers? No.
absolutely. I do take responsibility. And, you know, I did it in a way where when I wasn't sure about the word, I Googled it. But the thing is, at the time, I never noticed the top. It says, did you mean so-and-so?
Right.
I just I'll type in cemetery, and then if I see, and I'll scan the page, and if I see that spelling, I assumed I got it right.
So it gave you all the hits on the other idiots that spelled it wrong.
That's exactly it, right. So it was, I found on Google all the idiots just like me, and I fucked up.
Sal, when we were talking about it, though, a bigger issue came up, I think, which Gary alluded to, which is, I don't know, did you hear what he said? He said that you're telling Gary that he's your boss and everything, and then away from Gary, you're like, you know what, I'm
well,
doing just fine.
I said on the air that I screwed up, and then when Howard just kept pecking at me, I said, this is a time for a good old-fashioned Baba Booey moment.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're talking about off the air. People are telling me off the air that you're going around saying, I let Gary think he's the boss, but I know who's wrong.
Oh, no. I might have said it in front of the camera, but Gary, that's definitely not true.
Hey, so who? Thank you, Sal.
Gary.
I would have you to go to the Stuttering John School of Disrespect.
No, Gary, you know more than I. Like even today, when we put a game together, I specifically break it down. I make sure that you know.
Sal, if you're going to go to a Stuttering John School,
I would never go to that school.
You should go to the Stuttering John School of getting an insanely great job without any skills school.
You should go to the Stuttering John School of I can't remember where I put my wallet.
You should go to the post Howard Stern job placement school because he's the fucking master of that.
Gary, do you believe that Sal respects you at your job?
I think for the most part he does, but I think Sal is one of those guys, who will say whatever needs to be said, where it needs to be said to make himself look good.
Well, I don't know about looking good.
Yeah, he's a jerk off.
Right, yeah, they are. Yeah.
I was going for Two-Face.
Yeah, but I'm a professional jerk. I'm a jerk off too. But, Sal, just say you're being a jerk off when you fuck with Gary like that.
I agree. And you know what? It's funny. I wanted to bring something up about Stuttering John. In the beginning, I liked what Stuttering John did, but it came to a point where it wasn't funny anymore. It was just browbeating. It got a little.
Are you talking about me or anybody?
I'm talking about Stuttering John.
With anybody?
With you.
Oh.
But
look who's talking.
I know. No, but I think
the guy who built the wall of teeth in Times Square.
And I loved what John did and stuff to certain degrees, but I felt like it just wasn't funny anymore. It just was like it was mean-spirited. And believe it or not, I'm trying to pull away from that. Today, it's been a while since I broke Gary's balls, but when you have like Howard looking at you, I feel like a third grader in the principal's office.
It's rough getting yelled at by Howard because it's impossible to win an argument because he's a good arguer.
Sometimes you just got to own up to it.
And I did. But I'm grasping for straws, and he's giving me that look. It's like the fucking, it's like the Wizard of Oz looking down at you with the flames coming up and everything, Sal, and I'm shivering like the lion, and all of a sudden I'm just like, where do I go? Oh, okay, Baba Booey.
Sal, do you?
He's my saving grace.
Hold on.
Deflection.
Do you understand why Howard was so embarrassed and upset?
Because I made him look like an ass, and you don't make Howard look like an ass on the show. I mean, I screwed up. The guy is running a show. He's doing the best he can. He can't stop and think, and cover everything. He's running a show, and then all of a sudden, it's one of those things he glanced over, and I made him look foolish.
Now, will you be insulted if you get an email tonight where Beth said you put a post-it on your computer and you should check Webster's dictionary?
No, I won't be.
But another reason he was mad, Sal,
funny.
From a comedy point of view, was it ruined the bit.
Right.
It ruins the bit if we can't spell, too, although Levy spelled existence, EXF, I think. But, so he looked really bad, but we look stupid too, so the bid is destroyed.
Well, we're one big happy stupid family. I was stupid.
No, we're not.
And the first thing
we have stupid cousins.
And the first thing
Sal.
The first thing you said when you walked in there was, "I know I'm stupid. I know you just." Do you feel like Howard just wanted to go down that road?
Yes, I wanted to kind of like cover my tracks by saying what he would say, so he would get it out of the way.
How did you know? How did you know what he was going to say?
Well, after a while working here, you kind of get the impression of what's going to happen. You kind of get a feeling of what he's going to say, and I knew what he was going to say as soon as he saw that, or whatever the fuck it is, and he called Gary, and Gary said it was. I knew. I mean, my heart just sunk. And I said, here it comes. Here comes the beating. It's been a while. And I walked in. It's
actually been a few days.
And it was like going to Bogey Land, like from March of the Wooden Soldiers. And I walk in there, and then sure enough, he just...
Sal with a great Laurel and Hardy reference.
Yeah, I was a big Laurel and Hardy fan.
And you smacked Robin a couple times, too.
It is like going to Bogey Land, though. It's
like Buster Keaton and Seven Brides.
It's like Harold Lloyd hanging off the clock.
With Robin, look, I like Robin. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I love Robin, but I like Robin. But she's got to know her place sometimes. I mean,
what is her place?
Well, yeah, what do you
know
mean
what
by
I mean?
that?
Well, there's a pilot and there's a co-pilot.
Back of the bus, Sal? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's a long time ago.
But what is it? You mean, in other words, Howard's a pilot?
Enough, Sal.
Howard's a pilot. She's got to sort of pipe down.
In certain cases.
But like what? Like a case like where Howard's browbeating you?
Right. No, there's a time to speak. There's a time not to speak.
Are you saying Robin's interrupting a lot?
Yeah, I'm surprised the bottom of Robin's sneakers are not on Howard's tongue. She steps on him so fucking much sometimes.
I agree.
She doesn't have track mark. I'm surprised she don't have track marks all over his fucking face from her Reeboks, because she sometimes just keeps interjecting. It's like, hey, you're going to fucking spew your garbage at 10 o'clock for 45 minutes. Get it all out then. Hold back a little bit.
You're calling the news garbage?
No,
That's
I'm
spewing?
just a figure of speech. You know, spew her stuff or whatever.
I feel like we're all like cannibalizing each other now. Like we're all like this.
Well, we're not.
But like we're all like, he's yelling, Artie's talking too much. He's yelling, Robin's talking too much. I feel like come on, we used to be a family. What happened?
I'm trying to.
This is family, Gary.
Do you mean we're all eating each other?
It's a dysfunctional family.
I know, but I feel like we're tearing each other down.
I know. Well,
but
listen,
even Artie agrees.
It is weird, Garrett. Lately, there's been negativity on the Howard Stern show.
I can't believe. No, I mean, Robin.
So wait, you said at 10 o'clock Robin should do her thing. So from 6 till 10, do you think she should just sit there?
No,
knowing that she's got the last hour.
No, but she should know her place. Like
she's like the number 9 hitter.
To me lately. I mean, if I love Robin, I'll give her constructive criticism right now.
I thought you said.
All right. You want me to tell the truth?
No. You didn't say.
I love Robin.
You
this
said,
is not a diss. This is not negativity.
Let's hear what he has to say. What do you have to say?
Hold on.
I admire Robin. I look up to Robin. I pinch myself every day that I'm working with a great person on the Howard Stern show.
You look up to Robin because she's taller than you.
But if I may give her some constructive criticism, like she would for me, somebody you care about.
Okay. What is your constructive criticism?
Slow down on chiming in. Slow it down, Robin. Slow it the fuck down. When there's a guest on and Howard's mid-sentence in a question and she chimes in and she just demolishes that question with something from left field, sometimes it makes my hands crunch into a fist. Just take it easy on chiming in so much. Think about what you want to say. Think if it's that important to interrupt Howard Stern when you say it, and then take the approach, whether you're going to do it or not. She has a tendency sometimes to get real. She's become a pig on the mic. The micro, like a hog, hogging it up. Just take it easy. Don't be so piggish on the mic.
When did you start?
Slow it down.
When did you start feeling this way?
Jeez,
1982?
No. I would say, recently, about 7 months ago, somebody sent in an email, and Howard read it, that Robin is chiming in a lot. She's not chiming in. She's stepping on Howard a lot. And Howard read it, and I remember that week she really piped down a lot. And you know what? She was brilliant, and I loved her, and I still love her. But she's got to know her role. You can't have too much of everything. You're going to turn people off. Slow it down, Robin. Just slow it down a little. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart in a kind manner. Just take it easy.
So let me ask you a question. The 28 years or 28 or 29 years of chemistry that Howard and Robin have together, you're saying that she's veering off from that?
I think she's really good at what she does, but I think she's becoming so confident that she's Robin Stern. You're Robin Quivers. You're the sidekick. You're the co-pilot. Wait for the pilot to make the move, and then listen to him and know your role. Know your place. You know what I mean?
Hi, this is Fred Norris of the Howard Stern Show. Guess what? On the wrap-up show for Wednesday, we had a very exciting talk about Jesse James, the outlaw bike builder. We spoke about what a great guy he was. We spoke about how he was willing to build Howard a custom-made chopper, which could run up to $100,000 in cost. We talked about, this is almost as long as the wrap-up show. Why don't you just watch it instead?
Our in-studio guest today was the one, the only Jesse James. And did you know a lot about Jesse James coming into this, Gary?
Knew nothing about him.
Really?
In fact, I mean, here's what I knew about him. That he used to be married to Janine, that he had something to do with motorcycles. I wasn't sure what, and that he's married to Sandra Bullock. But my first hint that he was more than just a guest came when our very own program director, Tim, came in and said that was his hero. He said that, he goes, "You're my hero." And I didn't understand exactly what he meant. And now as everyone called in, I realized, like, if you're into motorcycles, he's the guy.
Well, it's not only that, Gary. That's when Tim encountered you. You didn't see Tim jumping and running down the hallway to get to see Jesse James. I mean, he was just he had stars in his eyes.
Yeah, he said Tim told me he was nervous meeting Jesse James, and I was a bit of a dick. I felt really bad. He goes, "Jesse, I just got to tell you, you're my hero. You're unbelievable. I think the world of you." And I go, "That's so funny," because that's what he said to Arlen Specter last week. Because it's true. He likes Arlen Specter, too.
Now, does Jesse James come off as a badass at all?
No. I mean, I didn't know much about him, but he's got a really good vibe. He just seems like a good guy. He's like sort of, I read the notes on him, and I see he's been through some crazy shit, but, he doesn't look like he's going to kick your ass, except for all the tattoos going up and down both arms. But he seems like a sort of a gentle guy, and I don't know. I thought he came across as really nice.
And Tim wasn't the only one who was excited. Fred was happy about it, and I think Fred's going to drop by. But Robin was also very excited to meet Jesse James.
Is that the titties were out for him? Is that what the deal was?
That's the rumor that was going around. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
The truth is the titties were out. Whether for him or not, I don't know.
Right, that may not have been the reason. But had you seen him at all on Celebrity Apprentice?
No, in fact, I only heard a couple of clips. I heard one clip that JD had pulled for when Dennis Rodman was here, where Dennis Rodman went off on him. So, in fact, I thought I knew what he looked like, and I was completely wrong. I don't know why. I thought he was Ricky Rackman. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vision I had in my head. Jesse James, I don't know, all those West Coast guys that were married to porn stars. So I probably couldn't even pick him out of a lineup before today. But again, really nice guy.
I mean, he's a lot different on Celebrity Apprentice based on the way they put it together. And you got to hear, he spoke more here than he did in the entire season. And I thought he was pretty charming. Did you like him on the show today, Benji?
Yeah, I think he was very likable. It was funny. I like how pissed he got at Ralph, though. It was like he's such a nice, friendly guy, but like Ralph really got him. Like he looked like he was like ready to start punching someone.
Well, one, that's Ralph's expertise, as we all know, and two, you don't want to mess with this guy, and he talked about that a little bit. He doesn't want to put that out there because he's challenged a lot, because he's known to be a pretty tough customer.
Takes one swing at me, I'll have all that miscongeniality money.
And miscongeniality too.
Exactly.
Don't forget that. Now, before we get to Sandra, we got to talk about Janine. He didn't really talk a lot about their marriage, but you could tell it was a rough ride.
Yeah, he kept calling it his nuclear disaster, which is, you never want to have your relationship referred to that way. And I thought that the line really hit it on the head. Howard goes, "It must have been great. You're married to this porn star." And he goes, "Dude, everything isn't the way it looks when you see it," and that spoke volumes about it.
Yeah, if you missed it,
well, actually, I'm sorry. I don't know if you have the line.
Yeah, I have the line you're talking about. Here's I think this sums it up pretty much. Hit it, Ted.
Was it weird for you being married to a porn star for a while? Like, I mean, is it that like guys think that they can have their way with your wife, and
I think it she'd been retired for like 5 years,
right?
And so it wasn't really like on the tip of your tongue, it wasn't like she's a current huge star, it was like over in the past and she was changing. But then, I think it's harder for her to be in that kind of spotlight,
Would you recommend that a guy marry a porn star, or do you think that they have too many problems that it's just too much of a thing to overcome?
Just buy the DVD.
Just buy the DVD. Yeah,
don't even go there. Just buy the DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better to beat off.
That was a line.
Yeah, that pretty much sums that up. And were you surprised when you learned that he was married, not today, but in the past, when he was married to Sandra Bullock? That kind of came out of nowhere, and that relationship seems to have stuck for a little while.
You mean surprised that they ever got? I mean, at the beginning, again, I'm as guilty as anybody. You don't know anything about people, and you just see them in the tabloids, and you see this guy that used to be married to Janine, who's some biker dude. You see him and Sandra Bullock together, and you go, oh, it must be Sandra Bullock's, like, sort of fling, her wild fling. Certainly they can't really like each other, but I don't know anything about him, and it turns out that they really love each other.
Yeah, even he said she figured he'd be a bigot, he'd be this and that, and they ended up doing pretty well together. And Howard found out a lot about how they carve up their finances as well.
I think Howard probably got more out of him than he's probably done in any interview. And he even said at one point, he goes, when Howard asked about the sex, he goes, dude, I'm going to stop. I've already said enough.
Now, he also gave advice about how you have to listen to girlfriends and your wife. And, he's talked about going gardening, and that's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Right, but he said it in such a sarcastic way, as if, you have to be, really not sincere and go, honey, gardening's great.
And he, let's go to...
They don't have kids together, though, right? He's got his own kid with Janine, but him and Sandra don't have kids together.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that, it's easy to pretend to want to go gardening.
That's true. Paul in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Great. Listen, I just wanted to tell you, I thought Jesse was really good today. You could tell it's like two different guys. I watched a little bit of The Apprentice, and it's like very uncomfortable there. And in the studio, he just seemed like he was at home, with you guys.
Yeah, he said, I got to tell you, he told me in the green room, and he said it when he first walked in, too. He said he was extremely nervous about coming on. He'd done 60 Minutes on all these other shows, but to him, Howard was like a different level, and he was very nervous about coming on.
Yeah, it just seemed like, he really hit it off with you guys. He was really happy to be there,
Yeah, good guy. Good guy.
Do you think people can appreciate a guy like Jesse James because of what he does? I think initially you hear, he makes bikes, and he's
he just makes bikes. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't know much about motorcycles, and this much what I'm about to say I learned from Fred. Fred will talk in a minute because he just showed up. But I didn't realize that to me a motorcycle is a motorcycle, and that there are guys who make motorcycles that's like a piece of art if you're into motorcycles.
It really is. I mean, it's one of the few things that you can buy. I mean, when he was talking, he said the most expensive motorcycle that he made was $300,000. When you think about a handcrafted, personalized motor vehicle for you, that's a bargain. I mean, if you can afford $300,000.
That was the other great part of the show this morning was when he offered Howard a bike, to make Howard a bike, and Howard said, first of all, listen, I could buy my own bike.
There are
Tim came to my office and started jumping up and down again and going, I can't believe he's not going to take the bike. Why won't he take the bike? He's got to take the bike.
Tim was very excited out there.
What he should do is he should get a Howard wig and go up to him and say, I was just kidding out there. I mean, I really want the bike. Now send it to Tim's address.
Now, Fred, you're an expert in this field. I don't
know about an expert, but
you're knowledgeable there.
Knowledgeable somewhat.
How good is Jesse James and what he does?
He's definitely one of the top 5 bike builders that there are around. I mean, somebody brought up Indy and Larry today, rest in peace. He was one of the greats, too. And, there are guys that are like that. And I really think it's like the last frontier in terms of like customized cars and bikes and things like that. People don't customize cars that much anymore because I think they all look the same and they all look like jelly beans. But at least with a motorcycle, it's like the last frontier. It's kind of like being a cowboy.
Now, that Orange County Choppers, are those guys just an interesting show, or are they really good motorcycle makers?
You know what? The jury's out on them. The real aficionados of bike building, they poo-poo them. And I'm one of the few people that doesn't, because I think anybody that brings bikes into the collective consciousness of the United States and makes them more acceptable and makes them appealing to the masses, that was one of the things that Jesse was talking about this morning. When you're riding in traffic, people have no respect for motorcyclists. I mean, they barely have enough respect for other cars.
Well, I think
but when you're on a motorcycle, you're very vulnerable.
I don't know why this pisses me off. I'm always very respectful. Like a motorcycle guy, if he's in front of me, I like to be very far behind because I always think if he falls, I don't want to run him over.
Right.
The thing that always pisses me off about a motorcycle guy is when he goes between cars.
Something, I agree with that, and I think in New York State, I mean, there's certain places in the country where I think that's legal. I don't think in New York State that is legal, and I agree. I think it's a dangerous practice, and I think people should not do that because it freaks people out.
Well, also, a motorcycle guy, like on the highway, they always show up in your blind spot when they do that.
Well, that again, it's like that comes down to bad motorcycle riding. I mean, I used to ride a lot when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. I rode a motorcycle before I ever drove a car, and I got a motorcycle again about maybe 10 years ago. I hadn't ridden in years. Maintained my license, hadn't ridden in years. And when I decided I was going to go back, I signed up for a motorcycle safety course, took a series of lessons, read a lot of books, and that's one of the reasons I feel fairly confident when I'm riding on the road, because they'll teach you where not to ride in the blind spot, what not to do, the stupid things that you can do to get yourselves in the trauma unit.
All this talk about safety, so that brings me to a question. You've known Howard longer than me. Is in your time with the show, was there ever any chance that Howard's getting on a motorcycle?
Not unless Bianca and Beth were like being held for ransom or something. There's no way that he would do it.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, Sal came by, and I don't know how it came up, but we got started talking about Robin again. And Sal at first was trying to explain himself, but then he broke down a little bit, and it led to a lot of good conversation, a lot of controversy, and Robin eventually coming in here to confront him on what's going on in Sal's mind. And I've been trying to figure that out for 3.5 years. But it was a good show, and watch for yourself.
Why are you so glum?
I'm not glum. Just waiting for my beating.
You seem glum.
I'm on standby.
Why do you say that every time? I'm waiting for my beating.
Because whenever I express myself on this godforsaken shithole, I get ripped apart the next day. I do. And you know what? I'm going to. Maybe this is a good thing.
What are we talking about here? Are we talking about the game, or are we talking about how you verbally attacked Robin?
Which godforsaken shithole are you referring to?
Okay, I know I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. I knew I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. It came off as an attack.
Well, how would you view it?
In other words, you just said, I know I attacked.
Without being redundant, it was constructive criticism that she took personally. And I know a lot of people feel that way, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I offended Robin. That wasn't my intent. But, if somebody else gave criticism, it wouldn't be as bad. I always have to be the guy that stepped on in.
See, that's not true.
That's wrong.
That's just not true.
No, it is. It's true.
It is.
Because I'm the only one. I'm the only one that gave Robin good advice, as far as I'm concerned.
No, you're the only one that gave her that advice, and you think it's good advice, and that's you could think that, but.
You're not better than me, Gary, to tell me.
I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying you don't have the ability to recognize that you took a solid 10 minutes on the wrap-up show to talk about how Robin is literally single-handedly fucking up the show, and it's your opinion that she's fucking up the show, and we don't say a word, and we let you say whatever you want, and you don't have the ability to think that she might be offended by that.
Well, you interpret it as me saying she fucked up the show. I said I would prefer if she just slowed down a little bit. And that's what I really said.
Slow down. Know your place. Slow the fuck down.
And that's it. And then it just turns to this whole... So, you know what? I'm not going to express my opinions anymore on you guys. Because when I do, everybody gets into a tizzy. Everybody gets all upset. It's not worth it.
Actually, you probably get called on the carpet about 1 out of every 10 times you express your opinion, because you express your opinion a lot. But but seriously, when you were talking... Did it not hit you in the head that Robin might not appreciate that? Were you surprised when Robin grabbed you in the hallway?
I lost a little sleep the night before.
Did she just?
It started hitting me like, oh boy, I wonder how she's going to interpret this. I hope I didn't. I felt bad about it. I thought it was a little.
But why would you feel bad? It's just
I was a little harsh.
But it's an opinion. It wasn't an attack.
It was tough love.
But like when you said that Howard's tongue had Robin's feet marked on it, like was that?
It's got a Reebok mark.
Well, Reebok mark.
Sometimes you have to paint the picture to get your point across, and I felt at that moment that was the case. And I have no ill will towards Robin. She told me to fuck off. God bless her. Whatever she wants.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what happened? She just grabbed you in the kitchen and said, fuck off?
She was in the kitchen.
Or did you say something to her first? Like, did you say, hey, I love you? Or
no, I didn't say, hey, I love you.
Hey, Robin, listen, about that you suck thing.
I said something like, hello, Robin. She's like, should I say hello back, or would I be talking too much? And
you go, really? What do you mean?
And I said, really? What do you mean? I really did. And
just in
she's
case.
like, and she goes, Sal. I'm like, Robin, as soon as I said that, and I did, and I said it on the show too. She goes, love you, schmuff. You don't start with that bullshit. You know, just because you have, and she really laced into me. She's like, just because you have problems at home and blah, 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 and you have the ability to stand up to your wife and you have issues with women, you think you could take it out on me? That I'm like, no, it's not. That's not the case at all. I go, Robin, that's not the case. I go, I just want to let you know that in certain circumstances, I think you chime. And she's like, fuck off. And she turned around with her cup of celery juice that's going to go up her ass in the next 5 minutes. And I said, Robin, I go, let me. She goes, take another step. I'm throwing this in your face. And I'm like, whoa, you know. And that was it. And
you know what the greatest part is?
I feel, the thing is, I really feel bad. I don't like to have tension between people, especially your coworkers and your friends. I feel bad about it, but it bothers me. Like, I don't know, like I expressed how I felt, but it's not worth it.
I don't think you expressed it in a way that somebody would like. You thought it was constructive, but it really did come across as a bit of an attack. And my favorite part, by the way, is how you made a point of telling us that day, I'm not going to be one of those fucking assholes that says, I love you, Robin, but. And all you've ever said, starting every sentence, including when you saw her in there, was, I love you.
Yeah, that's true, but I said that I'm not going to be an asshole that says I love you, but because I really do love her. Like, I'm not going to be a liar. That's what I meant. Like, after, you know, on the show every
I'll take
day.
500 shares of Logistics, please.
You need a decipher from, like, the 𝗦𝗵cie Code to figure out what Sal means when he says shit.
When you get caught in a conversation with Sal, I do understand why he was so successful at selling stock. Because he really tells you. Like, sometimes I would walk out of there confused.
Well, that's because he says 3 different opinions that often contradict each other in one statement.
I said what I meant.
What?
And
Robin walks all over Howard?
That I care about Robin, but I felt lately she's been chiming in too much, and I meant that. I expressed it in maybe in a harsh way that she took offense to it, and I'm sorry that she took offense.
Can I just say,
I don't like the tension. I do like Robin, and I think she's great at what
assuming
she
your
does.
criticism comes from a sincere place, did it ever occur to you that maybe a 25-year broadcasting veteran didn't want to hear the opinion of a stockbroker?
More like a 30-year veteran. Robin's been on there for like 30 years.
A wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one.
What?
It's exactly what I said. If you guys can't
say that. Wait. A wise man learns from a fool, and a fool learns from no one.
So that means there's always something you can learn, whether God.
No, what it means is a fool has the inability to learn nothing, but a wise man should listen to the fool.
Yeah, you can learn from a fool's mistakes. You can learn from a fool and a fool's actions. But there's always advice to be given.
So who are you in the scenario? Who are you?
Unfortunately, I'm the fool because Robin has the experience. So I'm putting Robin on the pedestal here. But she can learn. So you can always learn something.
But I'm just saying it was unsolicited.
Hey,
like if she had come to you as a friend
Richard Roper
and said,
have the right to tell somebody how to direct a film? No, but he could critique it. Yet he has no experience in that field.
I
have experience.
You're
at
not
least a little bit, not as much as Robin.
Technically, you're not here to critique. Richard's hired to critique. That's a big difference.
And that goes back to my first statement. I'm done giving my opinion and critiquing.
Oh, put the $1,000 on the table right now. There's no way you're done.
As much as it pains me, I'm done.
You're not done.
Honesty is dead.
And you're the fool, and you've learned nothing based on your analogy?
No, a wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one.
So who have you learned from?
I've learned to keep my mouth shut. I've learned from this fool myself, I guess.
Jack in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah,
I think that's an Aesop fable or something. Look it up. It's on Google.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to talk to Sal about what's going on with him.
Oh, this is Ronnie Munt.
Who?
I could tell. I could smell the 𝗦𝗵cie coming off your skin.
Yeah, well, hey, dude.
Yeah, I can smell.
You know what, dude? You do
Hold
this.
on.
You do this every time.
Take that diaper you have around your ass and wrap it around your mouth.
You do this.
Please?
You do this every time. You cause trouble for yourself.
I do.
And then you cry like a baby.
I'm not crying one bit. I'm just learning my lesson.
Now you did it with Rob, and then
I didn't do anything with Robin.
Like a little baby.
Ronnie, I'm not being a baby here. I'm learning, Ronnie,
like
that
a little
I shouldn't
baby,
express
a little
myself because you get in
freaking
trouble.
Baby, man, you don't quit.
Baby, just the
Go
opposite
lock
of a
yourself-
very, very old person.
Go lock yourself
Oh, is this
in your
Jack?
room. Like I told you a
I'm
long
sorry,
time
Jack.
ago. Go lock yourself in a room there.
Ronnie, you know, I'm sorry, Ronnie, that you have to ride my coattails for attention, but your point is
I am
just,
not riding
your
your
point is
coattails
just
for attention.
worthless. It's just
No,
stupid.
my point is so right.
No, it's not
Because
right.
you do this
I
every
expressed
time.
myself about Robin. Robin got upset. I'm upset that she's
Who the
upset.
hell
It's not.
are you- who
It's
are
not
you?
worth it.
Who are you to express yourself about Robin?
And who are you to tell me what I should and should not do?
Because you don't. You're hired here to be a writer. or
And you're
whatever the
hired
hell
to
you
be
are.
Howard's driver, so
Right,
shut the fuck up
exactly.
and drive.
I do.
What are you
man.
doing calling in on a show?
I'm waiting for him. I'm
All
busy.
right,
so wait.
whoa. Settle down, everybody.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Hold on,
Stupid
Sal.
asshole.
Wait a second.
You're a stupid asshole.
Now, Jack, doesn't Sal have the right to express his opinion?
No, not. Why should he? Well, who is he?
I mean,
He's nobody.
if he's asked a question, he's simply answering it.
Nobody asked him to make it give opinion on Robin, whether she should talk more or talk less. Who is he? He's nobody.
Robin's
All right,
here.
Hold off on the break. Robin's here.
Rob, Benji, can you give it? Come right here, Robin. So,
You know, I'm in the hall and people just keep telling me stuff about Sal saying various things. Why is this still going on?
Well,
didn't you have your say? I
said I
heard it.
felt bad.
No, he's not. He hasn't been degrading you. What he's saying
No,
is,
but he
doesn't.
said he was delivering a communication. I got it.
He doesn't. We were asking him how he could go off for 20 minutes and give his opinion. I put in quotation marks, and I said, "Did you not think that it might come back to bite you?" And he goes, "No, not really. I really."
Well, when somebody said Sal didn't understand, I said he could stop there. He doesn't have to put anything after that sentence. Sal doesn't understand anything.
That's true.
Just say that. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I would egg you on, Robin, but right before you walked in, Sal's like pretty much on suicide watch right now.
No, I'm not.
Ronnie told me that Sal said he's losing sleep. I said, you shouldn't tell me that.
Yeah, because we feel bad.
So, Robin, did you take Sal's advice to heart?
Oh, shut up, John.
Do you really think I would take
Never.
Sal's advice for anything?
No. But clearly, I mean, you yelled at him in the kitchen, so something must have bugged you one way or the other.
Sal isn't attacking me. Sal is attacking all women when he talks
That's
to me.
what she said in the
And that's what I don't mind an attack on me. Like I said, when he said Artie did something wrong, it was Artie did something wrong. When he says, something to me, it's like, know your place. Well, where would my place be?
This week in Arizona.
Howard's at the window. He sees Robin talking to Sal, and he's got this quizzical look on his face like, should I go in there? And then he just left.
He's like, so what would your advice to Sal be?
I don't have any advice for Sal, because if I try to give Sal advice, because quite frankly, when I was talking to him on the air, I was trying to explain to him what a Google search is, which I don't think he understands. And I got, know your place. Shut up. Stop piping up over there. So I can't give Sal advice.
Robin brings up a good point. Like, when you fight with Artie, why don't you tell Artie to know his place?
Because Artie threw a CD at my eyeball.
Are you still angry at him, Robin?
I'm not angry at
She's
all.
not
I didn't
angry
even
at
know
me.
this was going on. And people are telling me. I said, but the worst thing to tell me is that I made you lose sleep, because I'll keep you up the rest of your life.
It's kind of a cool show happening today. Jimmy Kimmel, who I saw this weekend, by the way, we were hanging out.
Oh, yeah?